to get any task done right. We've got the full line of John Deere equipment priced right with low monthly payments and special financing. Plus, we service everything we sell. Visit QualityEquip.com to see our latest offers.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
The Wood Ducks are back at Granger Stadium this upcoming week versus the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, August 16th through the 21st. Don't forget about Thirsty Thursday with Dollar Natural Lights. This weekend is ECU weekend. The first 1,000 fans on Friday will receive a co-branded ECU and Wood Ducks hat, and on Saturday, the first 1,000 fans will receive a co-branded shirt. Go online to get your tickets in advance at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Hope to see you at Granger Stadium. Go Woodies!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Tabua. Aoub. What about Aoub? Safula.
Cool, neat story.
Was that supposed to be funny? There's local politics, bud.
Don't go over the rules. It'll take forever. Let's just get to the draft.
Let's get the pumping.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
It's gonna be fun. We in the thick. I mean, everybody gonna be loud. I'm gonna be loud with them. I'm screaming too. Like, yeah, let's go. Let's do this. You ready for this? I am.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in, everyone, to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming off Media Day weekend, where we talk to a lot of Pirates, players, and coaches. We'll keep the player interviews rolling today inside the Delcor Players Lounge, as we've got a ton of Pirate players to get to on this Monday edition as the Pirates enter regular game week practice, and we are just 2 Saturdays away from kicking things off. East Carolina, NC State at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Thanks for tuning in today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. You can also find us online, pr927fm.com. And watch the show on Facebook Live and YouTube. Be a part of the show with your questions, comments, concerns. If you have questions for the players, you can dump them in, and we'll ask them to the guys today. Coming up a little later on this hour, East Carolina running back Rajay Harris will join us here in the Pirate Radio studios, followed up by Xavier Smith to wrap up hour number 1. Hour 2, we'll talk to Pirate linebacker Miles Berry, also Jeremy Lewis. And in the 5 o'clock hour, ECU tight end Ryan Jones, Pirate running back Keaton Mitchell, and ECU wide receiver Isaiah Winstead will join us on the program. So we have a full lineup for you today. We got a packed crew here with Shirley Rhodes, the Chan Man, CJ Schaefer, intern Kristen. Also, Troy D is alongside. Hello, Troy.
Hello, Clip. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic and fired up because we're talking a lot of football today, starting with the quarterback of the East Carolina Pirates, Holton Ahlers, joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Holt, I feel like I talk to you just about every day now, but good to see you
Pretty
again.
much. Good to see you, too, though. Good to be here.
Happy first day of school.
Yeah. Last first day, which I said last year, but this is actually really
for real.
This
is it. This is it. There'll be no more last first days for you.
I'm done with school after December.
And you got a pretty good schedule. You were telling us last time.
Yeah, I do. I'm actually.
You were literally taking. It's not underwater basket weaving, but it was something similar.
Yeah. So I got So my parents kind of got a little bit upset about that. So now I'm taking a bunch of entrepreneurship classes to kind of just help me out with
what
stuff
was
like
that class, though? I didn't even know that.
I took dog walking.
Dog walking, that's
yeah.
it. God, what a great class.
Yeah,
where was that when I needed it as just elective?
It was a good class. I'm surprised Barstool hasn't got a hold of that one yet. But yeah, I was in that one my freshman year.
That's awesome. So how are things getting back to a normal schedule, a in-season schedule, if you will, as camp is officially over. Now you're back to Mondays are the day off for folks that don't know, which enables you to come in and do stuff like this. How is it going now as far as getting back into kind of a game type week, which is this, next week it'll be officially game week, but this is kind of the start of it right now.
Yeah, it's almost like a mock game week for us. We treat it like a game week in aspects of studying film, at least I do, and stuff like that, and going through practice. For me, I've been through it so much. I know what I do on Mondays, Tuesdays, and throughout the week with film review, stuff like that. So, I dug into that today. Outside of class and really been here. I haven't been home much, and I told you right when I'm done here, I'm going back and watching film with Coach. So I'm just diving into that, knowing the schedule of it, knowing what I need to watch to be prepared for September 3rd.
Yeah, even on your days off, there are no days off.
Yeah, it's almost just more film day than practice. So.
Yeah. What are you seeing now as you start to kind of dive into NC State here?
Yeah, they're talented. They got a lot of experience returning. There's a reason they got all that hype around them. They got a lot of experience, a lot of talented players, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, they got a really good quarterback, but we believe we got a really good team too. We think we can match up with them, so we're excited to go out there and see what we got.
You mentioned a lot of returners. How about their staff continuity? Is it the same defensive coaches as a year ago? So when you're watching film, you can kind of expect some similar things for them to be doing this year.
Yeah, and that's honestly a blessing in a way because, I hate one of the worst things is like in 2019 when we played them, there was rumors that they were switching. They had a co-defensive coordinator, which is the guy that's the defense coordinator now. So we didn't even know what defense they were really fully going to run. So we were sitting there watching film of not even NC State, of where he was prior to that, which was West Virginia. So we're sitting there watching West Virginia film, and you see the scheme and stuff like that, but to be able to watch the players, especially with them, they got a lot of guys returning, so we're literally watching the defenses that they're going to run with the guys that they're going to run it, so it's pretty nice.
They're talented across the board defensively. Igo brought up their linebackers, said they have very talented linebackers. So how does that affect an offense and what you want to do when a team you're playing has really good linebackers?
Yeah, they are probably the most talented linebacker core we'll play all year, I would think. And we faced some really good ones last year in Cincinnati, UCF. They were up there with those guys. So, they're going to make things hard for us, but it's going to be kind of a game of chess. I've played a lot of football, I know how to make a lot of checks, and they do as well. So I'm just going to come down to the small details, and that's what we're really going to focus on going forward.
And speaking of checks, I talked to you Saturday at Media Day, Holton, and asked you how much ability do you have to talk to the coaches to maybe change things up on the fly out on the field? And you said that this year you might be doing quite a bit of that if needed. You have the ability to do that from the coaches, right?
Yeah. I've kind of gotten the full go to do that with Coach K. Obviously within the system. I'm not going to go out there and do anything that's not within the system, but we got a good relationship, and we kind of think the same way philosophy-wise now to know, what he's thinking, what I'm thinking should be around the same thing. And prior in the week, you kind of have, communication about that. If we see this, look, what's the weakness to it? What can I check to it? And just little things like that.
So the bottom line, you see something at the line that you can exploit. They've given you the green light to audible, basically, to change the play and do what you think is best.
Yeah, and that just comes with experience. That just comes with a relationship with your coaches. Obviously, them trusting me and me trusting them, and them coaching me and telling me, this is the weakness of this defense. If you see this tendency, then, check it and go to their weakness.
How much this year, Holton, do you think that, and obviously you want to be able to, get it done with your arm and let the running backs do the bulk of the work when it comes to running, but you are mobile.
Yeah.
You can move the ball up the field in a hurry. How much, if a play breaks down, have they given you, I know in the past they didn't want you running, perhaps, and risking getting hurt. How much of a green light do you have, hey, if you have an opportunity to take off, that you can have the green light to do that with your legs?
Yeah, I'm full go. As far as I know, there's nothing really holding me back. They're not holding me back at all. This is the year that we've been prepared for, and I'm not going to sit here and play timid or anything like that. I'm gonna play my brand of ball and play ECU's brand of ball to go win games.
Last week, Bryce Williams, he joins us every Tuesday on the show, former ECU tight end. We were talking about how their offense just clicked with Shane and Justin and those guys in year 3 or 4. And he also talked about even when a play broke down and you do the scramble drill, it's almost like second nature when you play with guys like that so long. He said that's something they practice. How much do you practice the scramble drill, and also how comfortable are you playing when you're kind of playing backyard football?
Yeah, so I mean, I grew up obviously playing backyard football with my brother, so I love stuff like that, situations like that. But that is something we work on every Thursday. We have a scramble drill. We work on it for about 15 minutes. So 15 minutes a week of practice time might not seem like a lot, but that's a lot of time to spend on one individual drill. So I mean, we work on it quite a bit. It is something that we try to be really good at, because I mean, you can win games off of that.
How quick? 15, you're right. It doesn't sound like a lot, but like you guys are trying to get a lot in a short amount of time, right? So how pressing are the practices day in, day out?
Very. I mean, you'll sit there and do a drill for 2 minutes, full speed, and it'll seem like you're out there for 30 minutes doing a drill. But I mean, if you go at it full speed, 2 minutes is enough time. That's why I say we spend 15 minutes on the scramble drill. People know that's a lot of time. Spinning on it. So we really do take a vocal point in it, because I mean, third downs and red zone and stuff like that, you're going to have to make plays eventually with your feet. I mean, everything isn't just up there on the chalkboard, goes exactly as planned.
Holton Ahlers joining us inside the Pirate Radio studios. Rave reviews continuing to come in about Isaiah Winstead. Talked to Coach Boyette about him, and he says he's as advertised. Holton, you've kind of said similar things. How pleased are you with the way he's come in and kind of taken over out there at practice?
Yeah, very. Him and Jalen Johnson from Georgia have really, came in and been leaders in that room right away with their work ethic and just the way they play, the way they carry themselves. I mean, they work super hard. They play hard. They're not afraid to block, and that's something that not a lot of receivers really like doing, enjoy doing, is go up there and blocking a safety when we need you to let Keaton pop run, let Rajay pop a run, and that's something that those guys take pride in. So, I mean, it could really help our offense down the road.
Talking to Holton Ahlers, starting quarterback, East Carolina University, and Holton. Whole NIL deal has really, it's benefited student athletes. It's definitely benefited you as quarterback of a D1 football program. I was going to joke with you before that, half our commercials may be Holton Ahlers ads, which is great. Everybody, look, you're a popular guy. People want to associate their brand with you, so it's kind of an honor that they even ask that, hey,
absolutely.
Can we do a deal with you? And we've helped facilitate a number of those, and through the NIL, we're able to do stuff like this and have you on with us exclusively each week. And something new that's coming out that we're excited about, where the name, image, likeness comes into effect, where you could never, let's say the university in the olden days would sell jerseys with the number 12 on it. The guy wearing number 12 wouldn't get anything out of that. That might make that jersey popular. Well, we're doing something. We're not doing jerseys, because those, with all the supply chain issues and everything, it's really hard to get those done in time. But what we are doing is basically we're calling it a T-shirt jersey, where it looks like a jersey, but it's also a fraction of the price. A jersey. That's what they call them. So we're doing a first ever Holton Ahlers T-shirt jersey. So those are going to be, we're really excited about these. They're going to look fantastic, and we're going to have multiple colors available, and the back is going to look just like the back of your jersey, and the front's going to have a unique logo that is unique to Holton Ahlers, and we're going to have these available. The game plan is to, if all goes well, knock on wood, these will be in production this week. And it could be as early as this weekend at local retailers near you, such as UBE and Shimmer. So we're really excited about these new shirt jerseys, and I think they're going to look really cool. This was your idea, actually, to do, and we're glad to even just play a small role and to help make this a reality. And I do think that's one of the cool things about the NIL stuff, that you can be able to provide this for fans that say, hey, how do I get a Holton Ahlers jersey? And they might be able to do it, for under $30, they could have one. So I think these are going to be very well received. I think they're going to be extremely popular, and we're probably going to have to, I imagine I'm going to be getting a call maybe in a week or two. We need to reorder, but I'm really excited about these.
Yeah, me too. I'm pumped about it. NIL, that does give you the opportunity to do stuff like that. I wish we could do the jerseys, but with the ECU logo and the marketing and all that, I mean, it's just not as easy as just printing it and doing it. So I mean, it would be as close to the jersey as legally allowed. Kind of like you said, on the back of it, it'll just say Ahlers 12, just like a normal jersey. And on the front, it'll have like a signed autograph type thing from me with, the number 12 there. So it's pretty cool. It'll be in UBE and Shimmer here pretty soon.
And we've got them in black, in gold, and in purple. We're going to be producing. So and basically all sizes, I think, from youth to adult. So be looking for those soon. We'll be promoting those once they're out there too, and let folks know when they're available. But look forward to getting that out to the public soon.
For sure, me too.
Are you a jersey guy?
I am. Yeah, I like jerseys.
What was the first jersey you owned? Do you remember?
First jersey I owned. Honestly, I couldn't tell you because they're probably all hand-me-downs from my brothers.
True.
But the one that I really cherish the most now is I got 2 Tim Tebow national championship jerseys.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh wow, Florida.
Yeah,
sweet.
Unfortunately, you had a conflict the night he was here in Greenville.
I did.
Because
we had practice.
We were going to try and get you here and meet him. It was going to be a great opportunity. Unfortunately, business comes first. If you could trade jerseys, like you see this sometimes in the NFL, even in soccer, at the end of the game, where the players sometimes exchange jerseys. If that was a tradition in college football, which could, granted, we probably can't afford it because we can't keep replacing.
I'd be having to pay for it.
Yeah, I know. We can't keep replacing jerseys. So I know Steve in the equipment room is going, shut up, Troy. Quit talking. Don't even put this out there. But if you could exchange a jersey, let's say, with our first game with NC State, like who would you exchange with? Their quarterback? I would think naturally, but would it be someone else?
Yeah, probably Devin Leary or Devin Carter. I know Devin Carter played in the Shrine Bowl with me, so we got a good relationship too. Probably just one of those two guys. Obviously, Devin Leary's good. He's the quarterback.
Would you like to do that if that was available?
It'd be cool.
Every game you could kind of exchange your jerseys?
I think it's cool that's an NFL thing, but if that would be a college thing, but at the same time, our equipment manager Steve would not be a fan of that. So I don't think it's even a chance of me doing that.
I'm gonna try to do a shirt swap with Ruff after the game if I see him on the sideline.
It is weird seeing Ruff in the red.
Yeah,
I got to be honest. I don't think that'll ever be normal. Or comfortable.
Yeah, that is.
Because he recruited you.
Yeah, he was the one who gave me my first scholarship offer.
Yeah. That's how long your legacy goes back.
Literally.
He's been recruited by 3 different ECU coaches.
Yeah, it was 2014 when I got my first offer.
So that means Riley was still here at the time in Fulton.
He got the Oklahoma job 2 weeks after they offered me. So.
Wow.
Did you see
USC
Tyler Snead over the weekend?
Yes, I did.
I winning touchdown for them. How about that?
We got the audio.
Oh, let's run that.
Former Pirate.
Currently, 4th and goal. Rudolph finding his man, Tyler Snead. And that is a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they have taken the lead.
A Tyler Snead touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers.
For the go-ahead win.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
It. Yeah, he deserves it. I talked to him right after that. He's working his tail off like he always has, and he deserves it more than anyone. Everyone here loves him,
no doubt.
So he's been getting action in both preseason games now. Is he looking to maybe make the practice squad? Or
I was wondering. His stock is up.
Yeah, he's doing really well there, and the guy in front of him actually got hurt. So that in the NFL, that's a bad thing, but a good thing for the guy that you're below. When it's a business decision kind of like that. So, he's sitting in a good position. He's got to keep working hard and keep producing.
Sent him a message over the weekend, said congratulating him and wishing him well. And, Tyler's always great kid, professional as always. But, man, how exciting, because you want to talk about, how hard it is coming up without, being drafted. It's hard even when you're drafted to make the team, but to be able to do it the way he's done it, and knock on wood, hopefully it continues to go well. But what an incredible story that could be.
Yeah, he even did it here. He came here as a walk-on and didn't really have much here. So, he's kind of in the same position he was here, and he's, hopefully working the way up the same way he did here.
He is taking advantage of every opportunity he's been given from here to now. It sounds like Pittsburgh as well. Awesome stuff. Speaking of injuries, Tony Collins was in here the other day.
I heard. Yeah, it's good to see him back.
And unfortunately, multiple injury news for him. He's getting shoulder surgery.
Yeah, which is tough shoulder.
He's going to be out for a while.
Tough surgery, I should say.
But he said that I asked him, how many years in your NFL career did you feel like during training camp you really had to earn it, and how many times did you feel safe? And he said his rookie year he felt like every day he had to go out and earn it, but the 2 guys ahead of him got hurt, and that is what allowed him to start and go to the Pro Bowl and play. Yeah. So injury's a huge deal there.
Such a bad surgery for him, and he's going to be on the IR list for the Pirate Radio party.
I know.
I don't even think he's going to be able to make it to the party. And in his defense, I don't know if he wants 100 people slapping him on the back.
Hey, Tony Collins.
Good to see you after he's had shoulder surgery. But we are expecting.
Asked is his wife still coming, and he said no. So
Tree is absolutely invited.
Yes, she is.
I'll pick her up if she needs a ride. But we do expect Coach Mike Houston to make an appearance, possibly even introduce the bands. I know you're busy, Holton, but you're invited.
I appreciate it. I don't think I'll be able to make it.
Probably better you're not there.
Maybe next year. Well, no, next year you'll be busy too. So I don't know. We'll do a different party. Maybe maybe an end of the season party.
There we go
with you. But you guys, of course. We'll be celebrating the start of football season. Tickets are still available. They're getting fewer and fewer, Clip. We're getting down to the short rows on this deal. And you can go to pr927fm.com to buy yours. They're only $10. Your $10 goes to local charities here. We're benefiting, let me see if I can reel it off without looking, Riley's Army. We're benefiting the ECU School of Nursing with the Heather Ann Pertee Scholarship Fund. We are benefiting Sportworks for ECU athletes, and we are benefiting the last one.
Well, Troy, I have a daughter who is very special to me. Daughters
for Dads. That's it. Yep. So those 4 charities for every ticket sold.
Yep.
So
PR927fm.com.
Yeah, get them while you can. We got the Breakfast Club coming. It's an awesome 80s band out of Atlanta. We've got the Clydesdales that'll be there with their debut in Greenville. So exclusively for the party, anyone that has a ticket will be able to get a picture with the Clydesdale. And what else am I missing, Clip? Of course, we'll have Troy D'Anelli be there, signing autographs and taking photos.
Yeah, don't let that scare you away. Please come anyway. Speaking of Clydesdales, you got some big boys in front of you, Holton Ahlers. That was probably a bad segue.
That is a great segue, Clip Rock.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
I love comparisons. Is this the biggest line you've ever had?
Is what the biggest line?
Offensive line.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking
about the line of the game.
No, it definitely is. They look like a D1 offensive line that can move people. I mean, that's their job, is to move 300-pounders out of the way, and they look like they can do that, and hopefully they can. You never really know until game one, but they're as talented, as big as they've ever been.
I think offensive linemen get a bad rap. I talked to Parker Moore, Avery Jones, Nashad Strother, and they all sounded like scientists, like very intelligent guys, very like soft-spoken, but when they get on the field, it's a different story. But really enjoyed talking to those guys Saturday. They seem really excited about, like, the guys I talked to that were here before are excited, and Parker Moore coming in says he's been welcomed with open arms from the group.
Yeah, they have been. That's what we really take pride in our program, is having a family type atmosphere. I mean, anyone who comes in there knows that. Any guy that has really transferred here has been welcome and has even kind of vocally said, we appreciate you guys for doing that. So it's a family atmosphere.
And Holden, I know you'll agree with me. They're really the unsung heroes of the offense, because without a good offensive line, you can't do what you do. The receivers can't score. The running backs can't hit the holes. It is most fans don't know who they are.
Yeah.
But
unless something bad happens.
Right, unless something bad happens. But man, they are responsible for everything that kind of happens afterwards. They're not the playmakers. They don't get to score. But without them, you don't score.
Yeah. I've said it my whole career, they're the engine of our offense. Really of our team. If you look at how the offensive line plays is usually how the team plays. So I'm really lucky this year to have the guys that we have. I'm really excited to see those guys go work and go compete and see what we can do.
It's a different breed to be offensive line.
Yeah, it does.
It's not about ego, and you can't be selfish, and you got to work together as a unit. And it takes a lot of dedication to be, especially a good offensive lineman.
Yeah, it does, especially at a college level. Those guys gotta. They eat. Some of them don't even like eating. They gotta eat just to stay up their weight. So they go through what not a normal person will ever go through ever. And really all D1 sports do and athletes do, but offensive linemen is just kind of like you said, a different breed.
Holden, we always hear about like the first drive of the game, the scripted plays, that drive. Is that in right now, or is that something that's going to get in between now and a couple Saturdays?
It'll probably be in by next Wednesday. That's something they do kind of later in the week. You get as much film in as you can before you do that. But you'll know kind of early in the week, what plays will be good, what'll do that, and then you kind of get a feel for how the team's practicing, what plays we're doing good with, and just little things like that.
Heard Donnie Kirkpatrick was running a promotion this year on social media. Pick the first play. So maybe that's misinformation.
Cliff, you gonna call it?
I'm not calling it.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I put the question out there though.
Donnie put out, pick the first play with Donnie Kirkpatrick.
And then he can't be blamed for it on the fifth quarter. Then he can call in and blame somebody else.
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
I guess Mike Houston has the final say on the coin toss, Holden. You probably want the ball first every time, but how about if ECU wins the coin toss this year?
Yeah, I mean, he has a full say-so in that. But he's usually good about that. Usually lets the offense get the ball first. But, I mean, I trust in him so much now that whatever he picks, I believe that's what's going to help us win.
Full trust in the head coach. And man, I tell you, from the outside looking in, it feels like one of the smoothest camps. Then that goes with the sickness you guys had. But everything seems so positive and upbeat the entire time coming from the head man, Mike Houston. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it did. I mean, we're so experienced at all different levels. I mean, you got to think our starters are in our fourth and fifth camp. Really as starters too. So a lot of teams might have older guys that maybe started 1 or 2 years. I mean, the guys that are starting now for us have came in when we were not a good football program and started and helped turn this thing around. So we know what's expected, and we just went out there every single day and competed. And that's just kind of the culture that we have now. It's just when you go out there and practice, you got to give everything you have, or else you're really going to stick out like a sore thumb.
All right, here's a coin flip question. You made me think of it, Clip. Coach decides, whether he wants the ball first if we win the coin flip or not. But you go out there, does he tell you, hey, pick heads or tails, or does he leave that up to you?
No, he leaves that up to you. So I don't. It's kind of weird, and a lot of quarterbacks, it's kind of a weird thing. Usually, a lot of the times, I don't even go out there for the coin toss because that's the time I have to warm up. Mm-hmm. So I have been out there for a bunch of coin tosses over my career, but we both kind of had a conversation about, obviously, I've been a team captain here for a while now, but I'd rather be loose and my arm feel good during that time period. So usually we only send about 2 guys out there. I mean, it changes every year. It's whatever he decides, but usually during that time, whoever goes out there. I mean, not like I said, I've been out there tons of times, but I'd rather be out there warming up and feeling good about it beforehand.
Troy, real quick, and Holden, you don't need to hear this, but one thing you forgot about the party night, the after party at Dirty Dan's. That is Jenny made sure to remind me of that.
Yeah, if you have a ticket to our party, you get in free to dance, which
Holden
is
will
right
be sleeping
on 4th Street. And Mikkel Buck will be playing there. So our party goes to about 10 o'clock, and then that thing will kick in around 10, so it'll be perfect timing.
All right, I have a questions of the day that I'm going to ask all the guys, so we'll ask Holden here to wrap it up. So it's 3 questions. Holden, you have to choose a different teammate for each answer. The questions are, what teammate would you like to live with for a year? What teammate would you want to marry your sister or a female that's important in your life? And what teammate, we don't want to mess up your pretty face or your arm, so what teammate are you picking to fight your battle against somebody? So those are the 3 questions. Live with, marry your sister, or important female, and then fight your battle.
Live with Aaron Jarman, so I'll just have to pick him.
All right, easy.
That's an easy one. What's the next one?
Marry an important female in your life.
Let's say if you have all brothers. Let's say one of them was a sister.
Yeah.
Let's say you had.
Let's say Griff shaved.
I was going to say Heather Holton was your sister, and she's got to be married off to one of your.
Heather Holton?
I mean, I'm sorry.
I think he understands it. Yeah.
Amy, let's go with Amy Ahlers.
All right, that's better.
I was trying to come up with a fictional character. So Amy, your sister, has to be married to one of your teammates. Who is it?
Who do you trust?
Alex Flynn. Dude's a great guy.
All right.
He's going to get his doctorate at some point.
What an endorsement.
Yeah. Wow. I really, really respect him, and he's really done a good job here. I'm super proud of him. He had a really good camp, too, so probably Alex Flynn.
All right, what teammate are you picking to fight a battle for you, since you don't want to injure yourself?
Well, my whole offensive line, because that's pretty much what they do on Saturdays.
That's true. Protect you.
Right. Yeah. What if you had to kill a teammate? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if I can say that on air.
I know, just kidding.
All right. Well, so what O-lineman? What player? Yeah.
Probably Bailey Malovic. If you know anyone on our team, Bailey is a different breed of human. So I'll just keep it at that and go with Bailey.
I've talked about this with your dad before, a wrestling fan. He has like the build of a wrestler.
Bailey, and he's a huge wrestling fan, massive. If you want to
you think there's a chance he could get into it?
Oh, absolutely.
That'd
I think he's talked about trying to do it before, but I don't know if he is a big interview guy. But if you ever got him to open up, that'd be the best interview you ever had. I've been begging for them to get him mic'd up for a while now, but he's
Troy,
challenge accepted. Yeah. We'll reach out and see.
Good stuff. Holton, enjoyed it, man.
Yes,
we're still coming up with questions.
I know. I was going to say, at some point, Cliff and I were looking at each other. We're like, we've asked him everything we could ask. I thought we did good today to actually got some new stuff in. Yeah. You know, people have no idea how hard it is after we talk 100 times.
We'll have games soon to talk about.
Yeah, soon enough. The season will be here, and we can talk about what's actually happening or happened. So, but this preseason stuff, sometimes you got to dig a little deeper.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
We'll see if we can find any new stuff to ask Rajay Harris coming up next when he joins us. Holden, enjoyed it, man. Thank you. Thank you. When we return, East Carolina running back Rajay Harris joins us inside the Del Core Players Lounge. That's on the way on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Have you experienced increased aches and pains recently? Have you heard of CBD? Hemp Garden is your premier CBD retailer in Eastern North Carolina. Do you find yourself having anxiety or in need of extra sleep support? Hemp Garden has a variety of Delta 8 and Delta 9 products that can assist with those issues. If you're unable to stop by the store, don't worry. Give them a call today at 413-6100 for a consultation and they'll ship right to your door. Hemp Garden, 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. UniversitySportswearENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, UniversitySportswearENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit UniversitySportswearENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. UniversitySportswearENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too. In Pitt County, call Carlton Venters or C.J. Messerly at 252-756-3007. North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
When a storm hits, you can count on Greenville Utilities. They put their emergency storm plan into action to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. If you experience an outage, call them toll-free at 1-855-767-2482. The automated hotline can handle a large number of calls at once, virtually eliminating busy signals, so help can be on the way as fast as possible. Remember, GUC's emergency hotline number is 1-855-767-2482.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is... Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
Pirate Radio.
It's going to change. I promise you. As I stand here, it will change. Okay, and when it does, that stadium, it's going to be rocking, and heaven help whoever walks in there to play us.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you inside the Delcor Players Lounge on a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Coming up later on this hour, we'll talk to East Carolina linebacker Xavier Smith. Got that on the way, and a lot of his teammates throughout the day here on Pirate Radio Live. Back inside the Pirate Radio studios with Troy D and East Carolina running back Rajay Harris, who joins us here in the Pirate Radio studios. Rajay, good to see you again. How you doing?
I'm great, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
How did Saturday Media Day go for you? Answering a lot of questions from a lot of different folks. You seem to handle it pretty well, though.
Yeah, man, I love talking, man. I love just, hearing people talk and hearing people questions, man. It just made my day because I know I used to dream of it.
Was there any question that you got that was like, man, that's a weird question, or I don't know how to answer that question?
Let me see. One dude had asked me, what do I like to eat? It was kind of a weird question. It was football. We in here talking about football, y'all. More about what I like to eat, but that's probably the weirdest question. But, overall.
Nothing too bad.
Nah, overall it was good.
Well, I got some odd questions.
So what do you like to eat?
I got some odd questions for you later, so get ready for that. We'll talk football.
That's usually what we handle, the odd questions, preseason.
Because we've talked to you so much this offseason now that we're kind of getting ready for a game just like you are, right?
I'm ready. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was going to ask, if y'all had to play this Saturday, would you be ready to go? Like, do you need that extra week, or would y'all be ready this Saturday?
I think we need that extra week. Just a mental break. Just had fall camp, so I think we need like a mental break from everything, from ball, from just being at the facility. Some people just need that time, just relax.
Right now starts kind of your game mode week. Fall camp is over. How much of NC State gets installed this week versus it's all NC State next week? But have they started that this week?
Honestly, I'm not sure. They'll probably do a lot of special teams this week, try to get that knocked out. But I know next week is going to be the week, that we really lock in. Maybe even towards the end of this week, we're going to really lock in on them. But, I'm already starting. I'm pretty sure Holton already starting, and, we just ready.
So does practice get easier? I don't know if that's the word, but it's not the grind of fall camp. Like, is it any easier for you guys this week?
I wouldn't say easier, but it's more like cut back. So it's not like aggressive, not a lot of hitting, stuff like that. Trying to save your legs. It's a long season ahead. But it's a lot of game planning. It's a lot of, new plays. Not just new plays, though, just a lot of wrinkles just to add in. So it's a lot of focus, bit focus. But, we just attack it.
Rajay, how are you doing health-wise coming out of fall camp? How are you feeling physically?
I'm great, man. Mentally and physically, man. I'm feeling great. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to get these dubs with the team, with the fam. I'm just ready to attack it.
Does it upset you that you'll never have as big as biceps as your running backs coach, Chris Foster?
No, it don't.
His arms look fake.
Man, it's crazy. His triceps, man. It's just, I be telling him every day, like, I'm not trying you. I would never try you.
I talked to him Saturday, man. I don't know what size shirt. I don't know how his sleeves.
Small.
Yeah.
Small.
He's Smeedy. Yeah, small, Smeedy.
It's definitely 2 sizes too small, but he's a big dude.
Yeah, man.
And how's everything going with him, with the running back situation right now? Sounds like Marlon Gunn. You've talked about him. It sounds like he's really had some good practices.
Yeah, man. I'm not really sure the third back right now. Y'all probably know more than me, but all them boys been working. Pop McKay, Camaro, Marlon Gunn. Hey, man, everybody just coming to practice every day trying to chase that 1%. And, it's showing.
I asked Mike Houston how the back and forth went with offense and defense during camp, and he said it was a great battle. There were skirmishes, which he said was a good thing. It didn't get out of hand, but I know you like to talk a little bit. Were you involved in any of those skirmishes out there?
Honestly, no. No. I wasn't involved in none of it. A lot had to do with just being trying to be a leader, trying to break it up, trying to show the younger guys, it's good to, argue and fight a little bit, but don't take it overboard. And like you said, it wasn't no type of, off the field stuff.
Yeah.
People trying to fight off the field. It was just everything that happened on the practice field stayed on the practice field.
Hey, Rajay's a peacemaker here.
Peacemaker, man.
Yeah. Good deal. And that is important. You said that too, though. That make sure once you cross the lines and go to the locker room that it's all squashed, right?
Most definitely, man. You don't take nothing that happened on the field in the locker room.
Y'all about ready to hit somebody else? Because, I mean, it's been all summer, all spring, all fall. You're just going after each other. It's got to be a good feeling to finally, like, suit up, get all on the same sideline, and go after someone else for a change.
I think everybody, even the coaches, are ready just to game plan and just get off each other and stop, hitting each other. We think we just ready to just hit everybody else.
Keaton Mitchell said he focused a lot on his pass catching this offseason. Rajay, that's something you've done very well your first 2 years. Is that something, too, that you've tried to perfect this offseason?
Yes, sir. We playing bigger guys this year, so it's going to be always something that, you're going to have to work on as a running back. But other things like ball handling, I feel like I did a pretty good job last year at that, but, you can always be better at little stuff like that. Just trying to protect Holton, man. Sure, he's a vet.
I was scared to bring it up during the year about, like, fumbles and stuff, so I didn't want to jinx it. So I might not even talk about that during the year this year. Are you superstitious? Do you care to talk about it, or, it doesn't matter to you?
Nah, it really don't matter, to be honest. It really don't even matter.
I was sure the first time I brought it up, like, hey, Rajay, you hadn't fumbled all year.
Yeah, Cliff speaks it into the universe. And I know. I get worried about stuff like that.
Yeah, let's just knock on the wood.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I see. Last year, 24 catches for you, 162 yards. You and Keaton had such, similar stats. He had 22 catches. So that 50-50 split, is that kind of something you're expecting again this year?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of I want to try to put some two back in this year. I don't know how they feel about that. Me and Keaton on the field at the same time. We haven't put it in yet, so I really don't know. But that'd be lovely.
I love that idea. And that's probably a question for Donnie and Mike Houston.
I like that Rajay said, I want to try to put that in. You're on the offensive staff.
Why aren't they putting that in? I think that's a dangerous look right there. Yeah. Both you guys there at the same time.
Maybe they are.
It's like a wishbone type of deal.
I agree.
Maybe they have, and Rajay's lying to us, so nobody will find out.
I don't know. Y'all have to see.
But that would be a dangerous duo at the same time.
Dangerous, man.
Absolutely. All right, make a note to talk to Donnie about this.
Put something in his ear about it?
Yeah.
Man.
Donnie seemed upbeat with how everything was clicking. Coach Scott as well. That the offense with another year of Holton Ahlers, a veteran group, that everything went smooth this camp. You feel the same way?
Yeah, man. We was real big on energy, especially that last week, because last scrimmage we didn't have no energy on the sideline from the offense. But the last week, man, the whole week, man, we were just out there balling, man, having energy, just being ourselves. We don't have to be anyone else. We don't have to try to be, State or, anybody else, man. We just got to be the Pirates.
Are y'all expecting to play with tempo offensively this year? You talked about that. You're going to be more kind of conservative. Well, what's the thought there?
You want to tempo a lot. Just to wear the defense out. Have gaps in the defense, but. I'm with whatever. It don't even matter to me.
You say wear the defense out. How about you? You're not going to get worn out, right? How's the conditioning and the fourth quarter? You want to be ready for that, right?
Yeah, shout out to Big John, man. They did a great job, man. The staff did a great job this summer, this spring, just getting everybody healthy, getting everybody conditioned, and I feel great.
Good stuff. We saw Chris Foster out there with the boxing glove. We talked about that. But, Troy, you remember back in the day, Coach Connors was here. They had the sand pit if you fumbled. And I remember we interviewed.
Does that get used much anymore?
I don't know if there is.
I see it there still.
Oh, it is.
But yeah, it's still in existence, but it kind of gets neglected. I don't see it.
Not really for like practices and stuff like that. But
I remember we talked to Breon Allen, man. He had sweat and sand all over his face doing the interview. I felt bad for the guy. What is do y'all have punishments for fumbles?
Oh yeah. You're gonna do like up downs, or you do cross fields. You're gonna do something that reminds you not to.
What are I know what up downs are. What are cross fields? Is that just running?
Yeah, it can be some type of running. It can be rolling. You just,
Could it be
the
what do they call the crab walk? Like where you've got to do a bear crawl. That's what I was thinking of. They make you do those. Those are exhausting, I think.
Man,
don't give the coaches any more ideas.
Sorry. He come up with it, man. Whatever he's thinking about that day, he'll just come up with it, and we'll do it as a team, though.
Rajay Harris joining us, 49ers fan. He likes to remind me and others about that.
Most definitely.
His Niners should be pretty good this year. How much preseason you've been watching on the weekends? You've been keeping up with anything?
Honestly, I haven't watched nobody but J-Mac and Snead. Man. Yeah. I ain't even watched my Niners, man. I don't know.
How about Snead getting in the end zone the other night?
I love it. I sent him a message this morning because his phone probably been blowing up. But I sent him a message this morning and I told him I was just proud of him, man, because I know how hard he works.
I talked to some of the offensive linemen, and they talked about Garrett McGinn getting to that next level, Deontay Smith, and it was Noah Henderson who I was talking to, and how that kind of motivates him and also lets it be like, hey, this can happen. Like, the dream could happen. Do you feel that way when you see Snead and J-Mac and those guys?
Oh, yeah. Like, it's right there. You just got to go get it. You know, every day you wake up, you just got to have a mission, man. It's, you know, you got goals and you got missions. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, I was telling my kids, hey, he scored an NFL touchdown. I mean, there's
in
not
a Steelers uniform.
I know, like, there's still not that many people that can say that. I mean, when you think about it, how many people are in this country that, you know, he's already achieved something in my book that I think is phenomenal.
Man.
So,
and that just, it has to be the greatest feeling ever, man.
Troy, any football questions before I get to the off the field stuff here?
I think we've covered most of the football stuff, Roger. I mean, I feel like, you know, we've been talking to you guys, and we talked to Holton about this so much. I feel like we've covered the football really good preseason. You know, at this point, we need the games to happen, so we can start talking about what happens during a game and, you know, your reaction to it in the week ahead. But no, I think we're green lighted for these off the field questions.
Oh, yeah. All right, so it's 3 different questions, Rajay. You got to answer with 3 different teammates. So question 1, what teammate would you like to live with for a year? So who do you get along with? Who's going to be clean?
You share a room with.
Yeah, who would you pick?
Probably Taylor Jackson, because that's my roommate right now. He's been my roommate since we came in.
He's a good roommate?
Yeah, he's good. He's good, man. He's good.
All right.
He's vetted. You know what to expect.
Yeah, I know what to expect.
Yeah. All right, what team do you have a sister or a female cousin? What teammate would you trust to marry your sister or a female that's important to you in your life?
Probably Demetrius Mooney.
Okay.
Yeah, Demetrius Mooney. I don't know why, but that's just my guy.
You trust him?
Yeah, I see how he treat his lady.
Okay.
You know, and it just, you know, Demetrius.
All right.
I don't even want to think about that.
How about, and real quick, how about his ride as a Pirate? Goes from the leading rusher one year to now you're going to get some snaps at linebacker, been playing special teams.
Wait till y'all see him, though, man. That guy's been working.
Nice.
He's been working.
All right, and finally, Rajay, we don't want to get you hurt. We need you for week 1, but you got to fight this dude. You're not going to fight him. You're going to pick a teammate to fight him for you. Who are you picking to fight your battle?
Bailey.
That's who Holton said.
Bailey. I'm telling y'all, that man right there, I'm telling y'all, Bailey.
Bailey Malovic.
He a wrestler, man. He want to be a wrestler, man.
Yeah. He looks like he could be a wrestler.
We were talking about Jeff Hardy the other day, man, and he just, he went crazy about it.
So you need a bodyguard, one guy from the team. That's who you're taking.
Bailey.
All right, yeah. Bailey Malovic's the pick.
Guy.
Good deal.
That's my guy.
The pick is in.
Rajay, good stuff, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, man.
We'll talk to you again next Monday, game week, finally.
Oh, yeah.
Exciting. Ready.
Almost that time, man.
1%, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the mantra.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll take a break, come back. Xavier Smith set to join us to wrap up hour number 1. Still got to get to Miles Berry, Jeremy Lewis, Ryan Jones, Keaton Mitchell, Isaiah Winstead on the Delcor Players Lounge. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Pabst is the place where things are exactly as you remember them, right down to the flicker of an old neon sign. Why is it flickering? I don't know. I'm a voice, not a neon mechanic.
Pabst is the place. Hey Pirate fans, get stocked up for tailgating season with PBR at your favorite retailer. Look for the QR code on the PBR display and register for a chance to win a PBR cooler full of beer. Game day or any day, all Pirates prefer PBR.
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
This pepperoni was carefully placed by hand by a pizza maker at Papa John's. Just like this one, and that one over there. Ooh, and even these in the crust. Get yourself the new Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza, only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is only $13.99 and is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards.
Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Kyle Gaines at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We are growing, so is our service department. We're adding more space to provide a faster, more affordable service for you. Come sit down with our team and let us customize your next Jeep or truck. Have the freedom to pick out your own lift, wheels, and tires and more. Drive a little, save a lot when it comes to customizing your next vehicle. We're at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located off 264 West in Washington, North Carolina, and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
It's bow time. So it's game time and you got a bunch of rabid fans.
Dad, we're hungry.
You head out to fire up burgers and dogs and go from grill master to MVP. Then you realize you're out of GAS. Yup, out of gas on game day. What do? Drop a big bow box on it. Game on. Feed a family of 4 with 8 pieces of chicken, biscuits, fixins, and tea. It's bow time.
This is ECU assistant football coach Roy Tesh, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006, and they are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All righty, folks. Believe it or not, there are no more Saturdays without college football for a long, long time. Week 0 is here. Welcome to week 0, Troy Day.
Yeah, and this is the last Saturday for us before the grind begins.
I feel like the grind has begun.
True,
but the super grind.
I feel like we have this is it. You got one weekend. Do whatever you got to do this weekend, and then let's go.
I'm diving right into it. I got a fantasy draft Saturday, and I'm watching football Saturday.
All right, so you're already all in.
I got to get ready, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
It's true.
And I'm going to try to stay ready.
One last beach weekend this summer.
One last hurrah.
That's it.
Troy has said one last beach weekend at least 7 times this summer.
This is it, though. This one coming up this weekend.
It's real.
It could be raining, and I'm sitting out there. I'm getting some beach time.
That's a funny picture.
You will not deny me.
Getting the pictures, legs in the sand, rain coming down.
Yeah, that's what I feel is going to happen because it's the last weekend.
Get you an umbrella. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I've been mentally preparing myself for this last weekend clip.
Yeah.
That's why. This was the second to last weekend, this past weekend.
And we were, while you were doing that, we were at Media Day on Saturday.
Our best people were on Media Day. I could only screw it up at that point.
Chan, man, great job out there. You talked to the defense, special team side of things with coaches, players. I handled the offensive side of things. Who was some superlatives, Chandler? Who was your best interview on Saturday.
It's a guy that didn't really have much confidence in himself. When I approached him and told him we were going to do a quick interview with him, he said, I've never done this before. I'm sorry if I'm not good. Emmanuel Hickman was a great interview. Enjoyed talking to him. Talked to him about the sharp mentality on that defensive side of the ball. We went about 2.5 minutes with Emmanuel Hickman and expecting a great year from him on the defensive line.
My interview award had to go to Raekwon Boyette, East Carolina wide receivers coach, who still has that player mindset. He's got so much energy. He accidentally cussed and said, "Excuse me." He got so excited. Like, this guy, we'll play some of these interviews today and throughout the week on the show. But, man, I don't know how you couldn't play hard for that guy. He was fired up.
And then for the coaches, Steve Ellis had me ready to go and put on the pads, especially when I asked him about that sharp mentality is kind of what he preaches there. And I asked Trip Weaver about it. He preaches it to his safeties, and it's just a whole defensive scheme and mentality and message. But Steve Ellis, man, he was a great interview as well.
Really tough for me to name a player. They are all so down to earth. Good talkers. When you talk about Calhoun, Moore, Strother, Henderson, the guys we usually don't talk to, Avery Jones, I guess I'll go.
Would you say they're a good bunch?
I mean, they are a
really good bunch.
Troy D. And they bust their freaking tails out there.
They bust their freaking tails off.
Let's go Nashad Strother as best interview, but all those guys were awesome to talk to on Saturday.
They do have a good group. I will say this.
Yeah.
They seem to be a great group, and everybody really seems to get along. I mean, I think that's what you call chemistry. I think the chemistry
that can only be a positive for results on the field.
I agree.
Also talked to a couple of specialists in Owen Daffer, kicker, and then new starting punter John Young is out, and Luke Larson is
Luke
Lawson, the 30-yeard-old.
May the force be with you,
man.
In punting,
30-year-old freshman.
He talked about he's a freshman.
That's what I think I heard.
I've heard that
between red shirt and
COVID and all that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
He was talking to Glenn about his vehicle. I heard,
and he did tell us, "Good day, mate."
Good day, mate. I do like how he calls you mate. Like, I guess instead of saying hey bud or hey dude. Or whatever.
Hey man.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Awesome interview.
Luke Lawson.
I wonder if we went down to his country
down under
talking, like, we would be perceived like, oh my God, I just love the way Clip Brock talks.
I just love the way you
Clip,
talk.
come talk some more. Did you hear he said, "Hey man, hey dude"?
He called me man. And then now they're trying to say man, like we say man.
Yeah.
Let's welcome in a Pirate here. Xavier Smith going to join us inside the Pirate Radio studios. East Carolina linebacker. Here on a Delcor Players Lounge edition of Pirate Radio Live. Delcor, the trusted HVAC and plumbing contractor in Eastern North Carolina for residential and businesses for over 5 decades. Give them a call, 321-8868, or visit delcorinc.com. And X is here. Hello, Xavier. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Finally being here in person.
Yes, sir. Good to see you
again.
Yes,
looking good, looking rested, relaxed. Have you even been through camp?
Definitely been through camp. But, got a little good day off, and I'm feeling good.
You talk a lot about getting the body right and making sure you're healthy going into a year. So how much does things kind of slow down a little bit with the practices and everything once you get out of that camp period? Does it ease off a little bit for you guys?
I mean, this year different. I don't know. I hope so with the practice schedule, but typically camp is, made to build some mental and physical toughness. So we expect that, the young guys obviously don't really get it yet, but once camp is over with, expect it to be a little bit not as taxing on the body and the legs, but, on the work, all work is good work.
We asked Raj this question. If the game was this Saturday, how ready is the team right now, or do you really need that extra week, this week and next week, to get ready? Still got about 2 weeks here, or could y'all go this week if you had to?
I like to over prepare, so I really feel like if we were out there, we can give anyone some good bump right now. We got the pieces, we got some good players across the board. We got good depth across the board. But there's a lot of small things we still got to tighten up on, just coming out of camp, getting new players in, getting accustomed to the playbook. So this is small wrinkles that we need to fix, special teams. We're just tidying up the little things. And that way, we take our best game, our best football team into week 1.
Are you going to be involved in kickoffs, punt coverage, anything like on special teams this year?
Oh, yeah, punt, kickoff, punt return. I don't want to play it all. Kickoff return, a little shaky on kickoff return, but I love playing special teams. I'm a team player. I like to help my teammates win. I like to help the team win.
Yeah, and coaches and even players go about that differently. Some don't like to put the starters in. Some have their best guys on special teams. So it sounds like we're going to have the best out there.
Yeah, for sure. That's how it should be.
I like it. Xavier Smith joining us. Xavier, I know you're ready to hit somebody in the red and the white, but how about during camp? Who's the toughest Pirate to bring down to tackle on offense? I know you're going to say you can tackle everybody, and I believe you can. But who's the toughest?
If you had to pick one,
I would have to say, bring down. You know, good mechanics is you can tackle everybody, but Keaton, he just hard to catch. So, you know, I can be running full speed and he just jogging. So I'm like, dang, you know.
He's elusive.
Yeah, he's elusive and fast.
It's hard to tackle if you can't get your hands on him.
That's true. So that's why I have to give it to Keaton. But Rajay, it's hard to tackle a lot of people. They all got different aspects they bring to the team. So
Keaton said a couple weeks ago he's gotten faster. Do you feel he's gotten faster?
I mean, I don't know how faster you can get. He's fast. Like, if you outrunning people, I don't know how he can tell how fast he is
Right.
if he just outrunning everybody all the time. But
have you gotten faster?
Yeah, I lost some weight.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm down a couple of pounds. I'm trying to bring something different in my game this year, too.
How much do you look at that weight? I guess you can feel it more so than jumping on a scale, but like, do you feel like you're in the best shape you need to be in heading into this year?
Yeah, I mean, I always think there's some things I can do better, like as far as like what I can do to help myself, or because I'm always hard on myself about that kind of thing. But you know, I can definitely feel the weight. You know, my body's getting a little old now, so like I'm trying to get, you know, make the best for my opportunity right now. That's losing weight to make things a little bit easier. I can play a little faster, play a little longer. I'm trying to do whatever I can do this year to help myself out and help the team.
I was a little shocked last week, Xavier. You have a lot of confidence in yourself, but when I asked you about maybe performing another backflip, you said, well, we'll wait and see how you're feeling at that particular time.
I could definitely hit another backflip, though. You know.
Okay.
I'm getting old, though. I'm getting old.
And I got to tell you, that's an extremely athletic move to be able to do that.
Do you speak from experience or from watching?
Because I consider myself a former athlete, Clip, and I could never do that. So I am saying, if you can do a backflip, that's an incredibly athletic move.
After playing an entire football game, too.
Yeah. I don't think most people can do it.
That was Memphis, I believe. I sent you the video.
I was turned. I was happy. Yeah, I was happy.
Stop that 2-point convo.
I felt that after the ibuprofen wore off, though. But yeah.
Xavier Smith joining us. East Carolina, NC State, just 2 Saturdays away. So with the practice schedule this week, what are y'all doing this Saturday? Like your final Saturday without college football. What are you going to be doing?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I don't really got no saying what we got to do. I just show up and, put my.
You might get the day off.
I was going to say they may actually make it potentially a day off, give you some rest for the last Saturday.
If you were listening, I would not mind that.
If I was head coach, that's what I'd do for you guys. I know how hard y'all have been working and let you have one day.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the plan. I'm not 100% sure. I got to double check this.
So there will be college football on. Northwestern and Nebraska play Saturday at 12:30. Like, if you're home, would you flip on a game and watch it, or do something else?
I don't know. If it's a day off, I might wake up at 12. Stay in my bed, watch some Game of Thrones. I just started Game of Thrones, so that's.
Oh, so you hadn't watched the one from last night then?
No, I haven't even seen the original Game of Thrones. On season 1, so I'm gonna catch up on that. Disconnect from football because I prioritize some days away from football now. I think it's important, for everybody to be able to disconnect a little bit. Yeah, so I probably won't turn on no college games. I might turn on some NFL games, see what Snead and J-Mac up to, some of my friends, who's not in college no more. But other than that, just be around the people I care about and relax a little bit.
It was awesome, but probably not shocking to you to see Snead score the other night, right?
Oh, yeah, we knew what Snead's going to do. That's what I'm saying. It don't surprise me. Everyone else shocked, but we not.
Got in the end zone.
We hear a lot about, and we'll talk more about NC State next week, but we hear a lot about their defense. What about their offense? Because that's what you're going to be. What are you starting to look at? Their quarterback's dangerous, but when you're starting to break down their offense now, what do you see?
I see a good offensive front. They have good players across the board, but that's what they use their players real well. But I haven't really dove into much tape. I watched a couple games to know what the coaches recommend, but I'm going to do a little bit of studying myself to see, where I fit in, what I can do as an individual to help. But like I said, we got 2 weeks. I'm going to dive into that sometime this week. School just started, just moved into my new apartment. Got a puppy. Feel like I got a kid right now.
Man.
Yeah.
You really are old, man.
Yeah, I know. I know. Life come at you fast. But yeah.
The old man, Xavier Smith, joining us
they're
here.
a good team, a good offense, but I look at our defense like, we don't duck smoke. Defensively, you're not going to duck smoke. So I look at it as an opportunity to show where we're at defensively.
And you got to have confidence because you've gotten better and better every year on that side of the ball. Since you've been here, since Blake Harrell's come in, that defense has improved every year. And why not think you're going to improve even more this year, right?
Yeah, for real. We got great players across the board, and we really playing. We playing lights out right now. So I'm excited to see what we're gonna do this year.
What'd you name your puppy?
Princeton.
All right.
Yes, young Prince.
I've got. You want to get to the off the field stuff, Troy? Or
is there anything else you want to talk about football wise? We got a few off the field questions we're going to ask you.
Oh yeah, come on, whatever.
All right, so you got to pick 3 different teammates for these questions.
Okay.
First question: what teammate would you want to live with for a year?
So,
in the same room.
Yeah,
same room.
Maybe share a bed. No, I'm just kidding.
None. I'm gonna be real. Nobody on the team. I can stay in a room with for a year.
Well, who's your roommate? Was your roommate like when you go on the road and stuff?
It was Germ, but it's cool for a night.
I didn't say same room. I don't know why you wanted to be the same room.
All right,
let's let them share an apartment.
Okay, share an apartment.
Share an apartment. There's a lot of guys I share an apartment with. It's really a maturity thing for me. Like,
so who do you?
If I can talk to him, I'm Stubb right now. Ryan Stubblefield.
Okay,
he's young, but he's like a little brother to me. But he's cool. I'll be around people that I can connect.
So you can tell him what to do? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, I don't be.
You can
like
have
that,
a mental connection.
Yeah, open conversation. To be upfront and be like, okay, we'll figure stuff out as a.
All right. So Stubblefield is that. What teammate? Do you have a sister, Xavier?
Yeah, I got a sister. None of them. If you ask them what I was at down team,
your sister has to marry a football player.
A teammate. Come on, there's got to be one guy.
One guy.
Okay, let me see.
Could be, and it doesn't matter if the guy's dating someone. No, it's fictional.
Let me see.
One guy you trust, a good guy. You got good guys.
My sister? I don't know.
He'd be your brother-in-law.
Let me see. I'm gonna say Joe Sampson. Joe Sampson. That's what he's a respectful person.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. And Xavier, we don't want you to get beat up and hurt. Not that you lose the fight, but we don't want you fighting before game 1. So, what teammate would you pick to fight your battle for you? Some guy squaring up with you. We don't want you to fight, so who are you picking to take your spot?
I'm gonna bring Rich or Jacoby. They both strong they both strong. I'm picking Rich or Jacoby.
Who? Rich? Who's?
Richard Pierce.
Okay, all right.
Or Jacoby Simpson.
All right, there's the answers. Thank you, Xavier.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Took a while to get the sister one, but we got them all out there.
Still, Joe Sampson, no way.
There's a lot of thought right there.
Don't get any ideas.
It ain't like the thought of that.
Yeah, I already knew the question. You got.
I know. I didn't even say anything. I said you got a sister, and he said no. Xavier, I always enjoy it, man. We'll have one more preseason chat with you next Monday and finally get to the games. But we're getting close, man.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Thank you, Xavier. Xavier Smith joining us, Delcor Players Lounge. Hour 2 on the way. As we dive into hour number 2, Miles Berry and Jeremy Lewis said to join us this hour on the Delcor Players Lounge. We'll be back with more Pirate Radio Live after this.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or do you just have the blahs? Well, maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness offers IV hydration, which can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, and even fix a hangover. Call today to set up an appointment at 350-1805. Locally owned and operated by Samantha Casper, Revive Health and Wellness has a new location and is ready to serve you. Stop by at 2459 Emerald Place in Greenville or go online at revivehealthwellness.org.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Come party like a pirate at the official Pirate Radio football kickoff after party at Dirty Dance. Dirty Dance is open 7 days a week and located on 4th Street, right beside the downtown parking deck. The McKell Buck Band will be the headliner of the after party, and anyone with a Pirate Radio football kickoff party ticket gets in free all weekend long. So keep the fun going at Dirty Dance all weekend long with live music, with the friendliest staff and the best drink specials in town. Get lucky at Dirty Dance.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Beauty Bar MediSpa wants to know if you are ready to fall into beauty. October 7th through the 14th. All services and products will be on sale. Botox, filler, painless laser hair removal, facials, RF microneedling, rejuvenating laser treatments to treat brown spots, wrinkles, texture, veins, and skin tightening. And now, the only facility in the area to offer non-surgical under-eye fat pad treatments. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Last year, we found out that I had cancer. We were all super scared. Mom and Dad said they don't know what we would have done if Riley's Army hadn't been there for us.
We invite you to join us on Saturday, August 27th at the Hilton Greenville for the Glow for Gold Gala, benefiting Riley's Army, presented by Grover Gaming. Tickets can be found at rileysarmy.com or by calling 252-481-4471.
Riley's Army hopes that you never need them, but if you do, they'll be there for your family, just like they were for mine.
This is Dr. Chris Barsani from Orthopedics Eastern Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injuries or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC will match all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you inside Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday as we catch our breath. Got players rolling in and out here on a Monday edition of the Players Lounge presented by Delcor. You can call Delcor today, 321-8868. Visit delcorinc.com. The service professionals will take care of you for any size job. Troy D hanging out in the Pirate Radio studios as we got one more Saturday with no Pirate football. There is some football going on this weekend, week 0. Remember, Troy D, the Pirates were scheduled to play a week 0 game. I guess it was the COVID year against Marshall.
Oh, that's right.
They were actually going to play that week 0, but that game got eventually canceled.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Didn't get to play it.
Had some friends that were coming in from Marshall for that too.
They are back on a future schedule later, but missed out on it that year. So there will be some college football on this weekend. It'll be East Carolina, NC State going on a couple of Saturdays from now. We'll take a look at the NC State perspective coming up later on this week with Corey Smith, easily described as the IGO of NC State 24/7 Sports. So we'll get an update on NC State camp, how all that went as they prepare to come to Greenville for a huge season opener that a lot of people are talking about, Troy, when I watch these national shows, Barstool shows, talking college football. They look at App State, North Carolina as a in-state potential week 1 upset, and a lot of them are talking about NC State, East Carolina as a potential week 1 upset.
Honestly, I'd put both North Carolina and North Carolina State on an upset alert. I think App State absolutely on their home field could do it, and I know East Carolina on their home field could do it. So, that would be wild if both App State and East Carolina are victorious the same weekend over NC State and North Carolina.
And I don't even know if App State would be an upset. I'll have to pull up the line here. East Carolina, 10.5 point dog to NC State.
I got to imagine Carolina would be a favorite on that, and I checked. But
App State, Carolina's favored by 2.5.
Yeah.
So
not a huge favorite, but still a favorite.
A narrow line there. That one's going to be going on the same time as East Carolina, NC State.
And it's unfortunate because I would love to see that game if it was a different time. But I think that what a huge game up in Boone.
So ECU, a 10.5 point dog. The total is 55.5. So you're looking at 30-20 would be 50 points. 31-21 would be 33-23. Around 33-23-ish is what Vegas is saying the score will be.
Yeah, and that's, maybe not too far off potentially.
Or very far off. Because East Carolina wins at 28-0.
They just get it reversed. 33-23 ECU.
So there we go. Let's hear from Donnie Kirkpatrick from Media Day, Shirley. As I talked to him for a few minutes, we were bouncing around. They didn't give us a ton of time, so we were firing off questions to the coaches and the players on Saturday at ECU Media Day.
Dare I say, running the 2-minute drill at Media Day?
We were up tempo. Calling audibles at times.
Yeah.
We had a game plan, Troy, but sometimes you got to deviate from it.
Exactly.
So let's hear a little bit of Donnie K as we had a chance to talk to him on Saturday.
Camp wrapping up, Coach. Overall, how you feeling about your side of the ball over there?
It's been a good camp. Hard camp. We went after it. We just were calculating how many 11-on-11 snaps we had. Over 700 snaps of 11-on-11. And, most of those are full pads or at least shells, so it's all full pads for us. So it's been a lot of good work. I think right now we're starting to form some chemistry between the new receivers and the quarterbacks, and that's been a big concern coming in. We lost a lot of production at the wide receiver last year. We got some really talented guys came in, but most of them weren't there for spring practice. Jalen Johnson was, but he practiced about 3 practices, pulled a hamstring, and then was out. So, early in the camp, it was there, but just a little off, starting to come together. I think today, offensively, we came out very, very well. And then the other concern I've had is that the Holton Ahlers are doing pretty good, and some of the starters are doing really good. Our 2s and 3s weren't doing very well. It's tough going against our defense because they're so multiple, so complex, that sometimes the young guys struggle for a while. They had by far their best day today, so I'm in a pretty good mood.
How about that third running back spot? I know it's something you were asked about a lot. Earlier this week you said Marlon Gunn had the upper hand at practice that particular day. Is that like a day-to-day thing almost?
I think it's been kind of just a gradual thing. Marlon has continued to impress us just with his ability, his maturity. I don't think the game's too fast for him right now. A lot of times for freshmen, you're just not ready. That adjustment from high school football to college football, just like I'm sure to the next level, then they have to adjust. He doesn't seem like that's bothering him. I think he's probably solidified that after today's scrimmage, though I will say Camaro Edmonds has definitely shown that he has the ability. He's got a hold on the ball, had 1 fumble today. But that's about the only negative about him. He'd gotten sick when we had that little stomach virus or whatever went around. He missed literally like 4 days. That put him a little bit behind. Pop McKay is still in there. We've still given him a lot of opportunities. We're going to need them all. You know what I'm saying? I know it always seems like, well, you got too many, because you got Rajay and you got Keaton, but Keaton's been out for a couple of days. And so all of a sudden you're like, well, where is that next guy, And right now that room, I think Chris Foster's pretty excited about him.
Coach, there's been a lot of praise about the offensive line. What is specifically setting them apart this year from years past?
I just think we're more physical. You know what I'm saying? We, for the first time since I've gotten back, we look like a Division I Atlantic, or a American Conference type team, or like those other leagues, because we're big, we're physical. I think it's a group that likes football. And you know what? Really, you kind of travel on the morale of your offensive line, because if the offensive line has got juice and they're energized and they're really liking to play physical, you're going to have that kind of offense. And right now, they're playing physical and they're acting like they like being there.
All right, there's Donnie Kirkpatrick from Saturday's Media Day. That was our shortest interview with Donnie Kirkpatrick ever. He usually goes 15 to 30 minutes talking. Miles Berry, not on that side of the ball, but Miles, Coach K can talk. You probably have heard it from your side, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I'm not listening to him too much, because we're on the opposite side of the ball, so I'm usually going against him. But yeah, he definitely can talk when he's feeling excited.
Miles, we appreciate you joining us to talk some football here today as we continue on the Delcor Players Lounge. And how did Saturday go for you? Very personable guy. I'm sure you handled Media Day easily, right?
Yeah, no, it was a good day. Just seeing a lot of the same reporters and everything. So it was cool just getting a chance to talk to them and just disregarding football, and just seeing how they're doing. But football too, Saturday was a good day and everybody's pumped up. I'm pumped up about the game and just ready for football season to start.
Talk with some of the other guys. Camp finally over, getting into a game week mode now, and then officially game week next week. How ready are you to finally be able to hit someone else other than wearing purple and gold to go, unite as a team against a different opponent?
Yeah, because, all at camp is like offense, defense. So I'm always, going against Holton and going against like Noah Henderson and some of those linemen. But now just being able to completely dial in on NC State is good. And like I said, we're tunnel vision. We've already been, analyzing them heavily. So just being able to really dial in as a whole team, offense on their defense on their offense is just a great thing. We're locked in.
Who's been now the camp's over, I know you're ready to see a guy in a red and white jersey, but who was the toughest guy to bring down, toughest guy to tackle on the offensive side for ECU?
All right, running back wise, I'll say Rajay. Rajay is a heavy load. He's a load. Receiver wise, CJ's a load too. CJ and I also Isaiah Winstead. He's been great. His catching, as soon as he catches the ball, he's trying to get upfield. So just being able to bring him down is tough. So I definitely say running back wise Rajay, and receiver wise either CJ or Isaiah.
Coach Houston said the back and forth from offense and defense was great this camp. Also said it led to some skirmishes, which he said never got out of control, just one of those things. And Rajay brought up a good point that as long as that's done between the lines and it doesn't carry over, then it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah,
how do you feel about it?
It's the game of football, so it's a violent sport. It's a very physical sport. And, sometimes you feel like somebody might have cheap shotted you or done something extracurricular after the whistle. So, it's just it's so much competition between the offense and defense. So sometimes it leads to something a little more. But at the end of the day, we're teammates and we're brothers. So we got to calm that down after the play.
Miles Berry, linebacker for ECU football, joining us inside the Players Lounge here on Pirate Radio. Any of those dust-ups involve you, Miles?
One was involving me, but it was canceled out very, very quickly. And then I'm always the guy to try to pull somebody off of somebody else.
Well, and you're a bigger dude. I can't imagine many people trying to start something.
Well, I mean, I'm big, but also it's a lot of people bigger than me. You got a lot of, I'm going against offensive linemen on every time, spilling blocks and trying to get off blocks and different things like that. So sometimes it can lead to something more physical. But at the end of the day, like I said, we're teammates. So after it might start, it it cancels out very quickly.
Is the miles we're talking to now different than like Saturday when the clock starts miles? Like, is there a switch that flips or something?
Definitely. It took me a minute to find that switch. I feel like at every level you find your different switch, because their switch in high school is different than your switch in college. So, but yeah, I'm very cool, calm right now. But on Saturdays, I'm locked in. I'm not really talking as much. You know, I'm very dialed in, just thinking about what I have to do and, you know, how I have to lead the defense, how I have to lead the team. And once that clock starts, once it kicks off, I'm ready to go.
I think we get Wall Street, Miles Berry. Saturday, the team gets Warrior, Miles Berry.
Most definitely. Nah, I Miles means soldier, and it's something that I love that my dad named me Soldier after, like, soldier and a warrior, and that's the mentality that I tap into on Saturdays.
It's pretty cool. Miles Berry joining us, who described himself as a cool nerd last week.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
You into nerdy stuff like Game of Thrones and House of Dragon?
I love Game of Thrones. House of Dragon was 10 out of 10.
I agree.
Premiere last night.
It was great.
10 out of 10. But yeah,
see, that's cool. That nerd would be more like you're into Harry Potter. You know, like.
And I started Harry Potter.
See, there you go.
Read
cool
the first.
Nerd.
I read the Sorcerer's Stone. I didn't continue on, but I definitely might tap back into Harry Potter.
Don't try to typecast this guy. He's got a lot of interest, man.
I do, man. I'm very diverse. I like a lot of different things.
That's a good thing. Very well-rounded, Miles Berry, for sure.
Appreciate that.
All right, so what do you want to accomplish this week? Is it about more, the film and knowing what they do? I guess this is the time that the scout team becomes important, right? They're doing NC State plays and things like that. So what's this week and next week of practice coming up?
Well, this week, I'll say this week will definitely be just getting my body back. Being able to rest. We had all of Sunday to rest. We had all of today to rest. So just getting our body back right. But mentally, it's really more mental now. We've been at it physically the past 3 weeks in camp. So now just mentally locking in and making all the correct checks and adjustments and knowing what we have to do. And then leading into next week, we're all locked in into NC State. So any mistakes that we make this week, we are going to have it corrected by next week.
And we've heard from the guys, this is a big special teams week, too, working on that. How much involvement you have on that side of the ball?
Well, yeah, I'm starting on kickoff, and I want to also, I think I'm a second team on punt, but really, wherever they need me, I'll definitely do it. Special teams is huge. It has the ability to win or lose you a game, so we definitely know how important special teams is. And sometimes as a starter, you want to just completely focus on defense, but special teams is definitely a big factor on the team, and like I said, how you win or lose football games.
You played early on in your career, so were you ever on the scout team, or you kind of bypass that?
I have a funny story with the scout team. So I was on scout team for one day, my freshman year, and then one of the players, an older player at the time, he got suspended off the team. So then they pulled me right back out of scout team, and I was right back in the second rotation at the nickelback at that time, my freshman year. But no, like I said, I was only on scout team for about 24 hours.
There you go. Back, then you got called up. It sounds like Xavier's going to run some special teams too. So the philosophy, and coaches do it different ways, but the philosophy here is going to be let's put our best guys on the field for kickoff.
I mean, you want your best 11 on the field, no matter if it's offense, defense, or special teams. So a lot of the older guys, we have that experience. We have so many plays and reps under our belt. So you want guys that you can trust out there, especially his role, especially like on punt. He's calling the punt, So you want to have a leader and a guy that's very experienced calling that, especially punt is so important. So but we're always ready to step up. Any way we can help the team, we will.
Miles Berry joining us. Miles got some questions, Troy, unless you got any other football questions?
No, I'm good with the football stuff until next week. I like these three very important questions we have to get to off the field here.
We'll see how Miles answers them. So you got to name three different teammates for three different questions here. Okay. Your first question is, what teammate would you like to live with for a year? So somebody you can get along with, somebody that's going to clean up, somebody you can trust to live with.
Well, you don't have to get along with them. It's just who you want to live with.
I'll say I would live with Jonathan Coleman.
All right.
Jonathan Coleman.
Why is that?
We're a lot the same. Okay. I feel like we have the same interests. He's a member of Omega Psi Phi. I'm a member of Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. So we have similar interests, and he's very cool and laid back. He has a very laid back demeanor like myself, and he's very clean.
All right.
Yeah.
This is the toughest one. Do you have a sister, Miles?
No, I'm an only child.
All right. Well,
an important female in your life, a cousin.
Okay.
Any type of
Okay.
female.
What
related to-
teammate would you want to marry an important female in your life? Xavier said nobody 27 times before he finally gave us an answer.
Yeah, we broke him and he gave us
He finally gave us an answer.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one, Troy.
That's, yeah. Because there's a lot of things that goes into that, you know. But I'll say as far as loyalty,
yeah,
I'll say Gerard Stringer.
All right, Gerard
I'll
Stringer.
say Gerard Stringer.
He'll be happy to hear that.
Yeah, I'll say him.
Quite the endorsement.
But it's definitely no. But
yeah, right.
If I did have to
We
choose,
get it.
it would be Gerard Stringer.
We understand. And then, Miles, we don't want you fighting before week one. We need you, but somebody squared up with you. You're going to pick a teammate to fight that guy for you. Who are you picking to fight?
Somebody's got to fight your battle.
Yeah.
Noah Henderson.
He's a big fella.
Noah.
I
don't think, if anybody wants to fight Noah, then
step right up.
Yeah, step up. Yeah, but I'll take Noah over anybody.
Good call. Going to the offensive line, always a good spot.
Yeah,
to
most
pick.
definitely.
All right, good stuff, Miles. Thanks for joining us today, man.
Thanks for having me.
Have a good week of practice, and we'll have one more, I guess, preseason chat with you next Monday, and then we'll be talking about games.
And we locked in.
Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Miles Berry joining us inside the Delcor Players Lounge. Jeremy Lewis up next, as we'll talk to the rush in for the Pirates when we return on Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. Back with you after this.
In studio with Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood. What's new, Jeff?
You know, everybody's thinking we're having some inventory issues in the car business, which some of it's true. But the good news is, you know, we're getting vehicles from the factory every single week. So what the customer can do is come in, get an appraisal on their trade-in if they have one. They can pick a vehicle that's incoming and actually kind of build it how they want. And then when it gets here in the next 6 to 8 weeks, they're actually taking delivery of a new vehicle.
Brown & Wood, your #1 dealership in Greenville and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Are you suffering from anxiety, sleep issues, or chronic pain? Have you heard of CBD? You can learn about the benefits of CBD right here in Greenville at the Hemp Garden. Hemp Garden offers a variety of products and solutions that are truly making a difference in our community. Hemp Garden also provides products that can assist with energy and focus. Have a pet? Come check out their selection of CBD pet products. Visit Hemp Garden to speak with a CBD specialist in a relaxed and welcoming environment today. Exclusive discounts are offered to first-time customers. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove and Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the Seafood Delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
That perfect tractor package you've been eyeing at Quality Equipment just got a little more perfect. Haul your next 1, 3, or 5 Series John Deere tractor off the lot on your brand new trailer. Visit our site at QualityEquip.com to add it to your package. Start with Quality Equipment to get any task done right. We've got the full line of John Deere equipment priced right with low monthly payments and special financing. Plus, we service everything we sell. Visit QualityEquip.com to see our latest offers.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is Carson Wistenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you have real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about the current real estate market? Or do you need a property manager for rental houses? ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX and SD Harris Properties can help answer every question you have and show you a stress-free real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. If you have real estate questions, Scott has the answers. Call Scott Harris today at 347-1857. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. All the high school football teams underway. Congratulations to some area teams that picked up wins the other night. Talked about Washington and JP2 winning on Thursday night. Troy D. J.H. Rose, JV and varsity dominating Hunt Thursday and Friday. D.H. Conley, a road win at Laney. And Jeremy Lewis's South Central Falcons battled Kinston, came up short, but pretty good showing for Kendrick Parker in his first head coaching job there at South Central. So high school football underway here.
Full force.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. Jeremy, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Can't complain. How you?
Doing great. Congratulations on the completion of fall camp. I know you guys are glad to get that behind you and finally get into kind of a game week mode here.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You know, we had a great camp, one of the best camps since I've been here, since Coach Houston's been here, like different competition level, different experience. So it was a great camp. Now I'm ready to switch gears and get locked in on state.
And that great camp also included you having to miss some practice with the sickness and stuff. So you talked to us last week, said they held you out, right, because you lost so much weight. So how long did it really take you to get back 100% after all that?
Like 2 to 3 days, you know, like when we got that little illness, everybody lost a couple of pounds, and everybody that had it lost a couple of pounds. So we was able to do some things with student help, and you know, our trainers get our weight back, get our water back, you know, and then extra hydration, you know, because most of it was just water weight. So, you know, get back hydrated, and once you get back hydrated, we all got our weight back. We didn't lose a step, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like when you lose guys like that and have to miss a whole day of practice, that could be a setback, but it sounds like you guys were able to pick it right back up, right?
Yeah, so going at it for a week and a half or 2 weeks and then getting a day off, it actually it wasn't really like a setback. It was more of
a blessing in disguise.
A blessing in disguise.
Yeah, you don't want to get sick, but you did get a little bit of time to recover the body a little bit.
Get your legs back.
Yeah. There was some good to come out of it.
That day after that was probably one of the best practices physically we had. Probably had a couple, you know, miss assignments or whatnot, but like physically and effort wise, it was one of the best practices we had.
Jeremy Lewis joining us. Been asking the defensive guys who's the toughest guy to tackle on the offensive side for ECU. You can answer that, but also who coming off that rush in is the toughest guy to get by. Who did a good job blocking you this offseason?
Definitely Noah Henderson. That's an NFL guy. Got tremendous talent, good feet, good hands. He's going to be a great guy in this conference. Should be an all-conference kind of guy. He just got to get like the respect he deserves. But that boy is the truth. And to tackle, CJ. CJ has those big legs. It's wrapping him up, man. Actually bringing him down is a struggle. Like we see other teams struggle with it, and it just ain't an easy task to do. That boy, he's strong.
Good to hear about Noah Henderson. Talked to him Saturday at media day, and knock on wood, he said he's feeling great right now. I know he's dealt with some injuries, but sounds like Jeremy as a whole, this team's pretty healthy coming out of camp. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Real good, real healthy. Moving fast, moving like physical. Coach was able to like have us get some intense practices and still take care of us as well. So we're feeling good going into this season, man.
And the focus now, NC State, you're finally, as we said, less than 2 weeks away from the season opener. Imagine this week that we hear a lot of special teams work, but starting to focus on state, and then definitely next week, that's your 100% attention.
Yeah, one thing I can say, like, this locker room being so much experienced and older guys, people are already looking into state. Like, you'll find guys in the position rooms watching film without their coaches and doing research and stuff. So switching that gear over from camp to state is something that some guys have already done mentally, because you're not just like during camp we're going against our offense, but all season we're not going to be going against our offense. So you're just playing your keys and doing your job. Now it's go time. So a lot of people just going be extra locked in more than they already have been with NC State. So yeah.
Mentioned a little bit with Miles a moment ago, but didn't dive too much into it. How important is that scout team, the freshmen, the walk-ons that are providing that look of the opponent? You'll start to see that, I assume, this week, next week. But how important are those guys to the team?
Very important. Every player is important. I don't feel like it's not one person that's bigger than the next person. We need those guys just like we need our starting quarterback. We need those guys to give us a great look so we know, because we're coming in, we're going to play a top 25 team, a good offense, a good defense. We got to get those good looks. And if we don't, we might show up on game day and expect something that we didn't get all week. That's not going to be healthy. So them guys are real important.
Jeremy Lewis joining us. Sounds like Miles and Xavier are going to be playing some special teams along with their linebacking roles. How about you? Are you in any of the special teams?
Oh, yes, sir. A little special teams, a little punt. I ain't gonna throw it all out there, but yeah, I'm on some little special teams. Yeah,
it's one thing for Jeremy to be coming off the end, but giving him a 50-yard head start running at you, that's a scary thought.
It's gonna be fun to watch. I like that we've got the best guys on special teams this year. I think that's a big deal, and I think that's gonna be something to watch. And probably there is going to be a moment in this season that something is pivotal will happen because of special teams.
Yeah, coach really bought into that, getting the best guys on special teams. Like when we first started special teams meeting, he showed us some clips, and it was like Ezekiel Elliott, who was the number 4 pick in the draft, running down on kickoff and just knocking somebody's helmet off. And then you had what was his name? It was a linebacker from Alabama. He had ran down the field and hit Leonard Fournette and just killed him. And we was like, those guys were top 10 picks in the draft. Oh, it was Reuben Foster, top 10 picks in the draft, So it was like, nobody's too big to play special teams. Like sometimes that's how you write your ticket. So he really bought into that special team category, and we're going to try to be the best special teams team in the conference.
Jeremy Lewis joining us. The defense improving year after year after year. Blake Harrell entering into another year as coordinator. And is it one of those things now, Jeremy, that the defense and now it's just perfected and just get as good as you can at it?
Yeah, that's most definitely what it is. Last year I had to do a lot of mental prep, switching my knowledge of the game over. So this year, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty hip to the game, pretty hip to the playbook. I can call stuff out just like the older guys. Like last year I used to recall on X and, Miles to call out certain stuff, but now I'm right along with them calling stuff out. So, I can play a little bit faster, worried about my job and get my job done.
Well, let's ask the offensive guys, the running backs, what are they looking at? Who are they pointing out? How about defensively? Like, what are your keys? Like, tight end, running back, what are you looking at?
So, you're always looking at the stance. So I feel like I look at the stance of the offensive lineman because that's my key. So I'm looking at the offensive tackle, you know, reading this stance. Could it be run? Could it be pass? Reading the number of backs. So running back, how far he is, how close he is to the line of scrimmage. Reading the tight end, where is he at on the ball, off the ball, to the sniffer. Like, and then you also, you know, your tendencies. So you know if a team come out in a certain formation, what they would like to run. So all of that buys into it. You got to have like a triangle vision when you before the snap. You got to see the tackle, see the quarterback, see the tight end, see the running back all in one while you still looking at your key. So all of those things come into play.
And that's all this film work you're doing, right? And getting in the film room and knowing all that stuff even before Saturday. You got to have all that in the brain before the game starts, right?
Most definitely. You got to just be ready. You got to be locked in, extra preparation when it comes to stuff like that.
And then ultimately being able to follow where the ball is. You know, because
then you got to make the play.
Because I mean, there are guys blocking your vision, and I imagine that's easier said than done when you're on the defensive back. You know, to be able to see exactly where the ball is at times.
Yeah, way easier said than done because just like us, those guys get scholarships too, so they getting paid to disguise stuff and then stop you from making a play. You still gotta know what they're coming out and make the play. So I mean, it's gonna be a battle every time we line it up.
And it's getting tougher and tougher to play defense the way these offenses are wide open and everything. But I always hear, and Rajay said it earlier, we want to wear the defense down. Well, Jerry, how do you make sure you're not worn down in the fourth quarter? I mean, that comes back to Big John conditioning, all that. How do you stay in shape for a full 4 quarters?
Well, Big John's one of the best in the country. Most definitely, he's one of the best in the country, getting us prepared to play ball. But the way we practice at a so high tempo pace. Like we don't have the condition out to practice because our practice is so fast. So, we just prepare for stuff like that. We tempo every day. Every rep is a tempo rep. And then so when you get into the game, you actually got that play clock winding down. You get in the break, and we don't even get a break now. So I mean, it's relieving. Like feel like the game is slowed down. Feel like the game is easier than practice sometimes, man.
And we talked about this last year. One way to get a rest, Jeremy, get off the field on third down. East Carolina last year, 12th in the nation, third down defense. Opponents converting 32% of third downs. That was a huge stat for you guys. Blake Harrell said y'all take a lot of pride in that, getting off the field.
Oh yeah, money down, most important. Well, I ain't gonna say it's the most important down, but it's it's a high percentage. We call it money down. So we put a lot of emphasis on third down situations, getting off the field, getting our offense back on the field. So Coach Harrell, he's still one of the best play callers in the country. So he always puts us in a great position to make plays.
153 attempts, just 50 conversions for opponents. That's a good recipe for winning football there.
Yeah.
All right. Troy, do you got anything else football related?
I think we got to get to these 3 very important questions, Jeremy, that aren't football related, but kind of could be teammate related, I should say.
Okay. All right. So you got to answer 3 different teammates for these 3 questions. Okay. First one, this is a light one, easy one. What teammate would you want to live with for a year? Somebody.
What teammate would I want to live with?
Yeah. For an entire year.
I'll probably have to say Malik Fleming. My sophomore and junior year, we were roommates, and that was my boy. We built like a good relationship. So I mean, like that's like my brother now. Like he calls me, he needs some help. I call him, I need some help. I met his parents. I'm cool with his parents. His brother.
All right.
Like that's like my brother. So yeah, Malik, that was my dog.
All right. Question 2. This one's a little tougher. Do you have a sister, Jeremy?
Yeah, I do.
Your sister's going to marry one of your teammates on the team right now. You get to pick which teammate, though.
Yeah.
So which teammate is it?
Who would I let my sister marry? Oh, man.
Take your time, because this one's been tough to answer.
I will say all these guys have struggled with this question.
All the other ones have been easy, but this one's been the tough one.
No one has done this easy.
I know who's going to be.
All right.
It's Joe Sampson.
All right.
Oh, boy.
I think we had that name.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy. Smart guy. Great guy all around. He's just a great dude.
So you'd be okay with him as your brother-in-law?
Yeah, that could be my brother-in-law.
All right.
Moneybag Joe. That's what I call him.
Jeremy, you'd probably be pretty good in a fight, but we don't want you to get in trouble and fight. So somebody square it off on you. Who are you going to pick, what teammate to fight your battle? Who's going to step in for you and fight?
To win.
Yeah.
To win?
Yeah, who's the guy?
Gerard Stringer.
Okay. I hadn't heard that name.
Either Gerard or Noah, but Noah is just, it's not fair. He's just too big for anybody. But Gerard Stringer, that boy, I feel like if anybody try him, you need to watch yourself. That's my boy.
I like this one, Troy, because we've had some O-linemen picked. In fact, Miles said Noah a moment ago, but we're hearing some different guys here. First time we've heard Stringer. By the way, Mike Houston said there were some skirmishes during camp, and Troy, you asked somebody earlier.
I asked.
Well, Miles said he was involved in one, actually.
Yeah. Miles Berry, were you involved in any of the skirmishes?
A little something.
I figure. Like Jeremy likes to talk, so.
I like to talk, so.
Were there some shenanigans involved?
Little shenanigans, man. Nothing we ain't take care of, though.
There you go. And none of it got off the field in the locker room, so all good, right?
Yeah, we good.
Yes, sir. Jeremy, good stuff, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. We got one more Monday before we can finally start recapping games. We'll be previewing a game with you next month.
Yeah, yes, sir. Look forward to it. It's getting real now.
Can't wait.
Jeremy Lewis joining us in the Pirate Radio studios and the Delcor Players Lounge. We'll take a timeout, come back, wrap up hour number 2. Still got 3 Pirates to go. Ryan Jones, Keaton Mitchell, and Isaiah Winstead. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holton Ahlers, and when it comes to getting your family together, there's no better place than Familia, which is Italian for family. Familia is the place I like to bring my football family, especially my offensive linemen. Whether it's great New York style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parmesan, or delicious homemade desserts, Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Go Pirates!
Hello, Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in our community and region. Pitt County Schools is currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. Come work for a diverse, thriving school system and be an important part of ensuring success for the students of Pitt County who are the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
I can't think of anyone who doesn't love a clean car, but how often do you actually go to the car wash? Does it take too long, or maybe it's just not a very nice place? Tommy's Express changes everything. Our wash is bright, inviting, clean, and fast.
I love the flat conveyor belt. So easy to pull onto, much smoother ride, and safer for my car.
And when you join Tommy Club, you can wash as often as you like for one low monthly price.
I save money and time.
We're Tommy's Express.
At the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road, Greenville. University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At U.S. Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
We all love using Uber Eats, DoorDash, and grocery pickup. It makes life so much easier. Well, now there is cellular delivery, and the team at Cellular Warehouse has perfected the process. They will deliver your new phone right to your door with all your information loaded on the new phone, and the best thing is there is no charge for this awesome service. And you don't have to waste half the day sitting in a Cellular store. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team of experts make your cellular delivery today. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent, serving all of Eastern North Carolina.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you on a Players Lounge Monday here on Pirate Radio Live, presented by Delcor. It's been a lot of fun. We've had the revolving door and talked to Holton Ahlers, Rajay Harris, Xavier Smith, Miles Berry, Jeremy Lewis. Still 3 Pirates to go. Ryan Jones, Keaton Mitchell, and Isaiah Winstead, Troy D. So we are rocking and rolling.
Yeah, good to get the guys back in studio with us, too, as they're back in. So this is the first official day of school for ECU. So I do believe this is the first day of school for ECU. I know school's back in session. It didn't start last week, did it?
I couldn't tell you.
Well, I know this is the first Monday. Let me say that. So good to have those guys with us in studio. A lot of fun riding along with you for the full 3 hours clip.
Welcome.
It's kind of the ride-along program.
Yeah, and thanks for hanging out, riding along. We are with you every weekday, 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio Live, and every Monday you will hear from the players, and it'll be a lot of fun. About 2 Mondays from now, Troy will be recapping ECU NC State.
Could you imagine? An upset victory by the Pirates over the Wolfpack.
We did our bold predictions for ECU football. Was that Friday? Or it might have been Thursday when Tony had to cancel on us. We had a free hour. We had a lot of fun that hour, actually. But I said for ECU, and this one kind of reminds me of the opener against Virginia Tech in Charlotte in 2008. Mm-hmm. ECU's the designated home team, so they're going to be in the dark jerseys, mm-hmm. and State's going to be in the white like Virginia Tech was. Virginia Tech was ranked 17th, mm-hmm. NC State 13th.
Yeah.
For ECU to win this game, they're going to have a special teams touchdown like they did on that Saturday.
TJ Lee.
Whether it be a block punt and pick up by TJ Lee, whether it be a fake field goal, a fake punt, maybe a Keaton Mitchell kick return. For ECU to win, we're going to have a special teams touchdown.
And I love that they got Keaton Mitchell involved in special teams here.
I do as well.
Because I think he's going to be one of these days. Not since maybe the days of Dwayne Harris returning punts and kickoffs. Remember those where you'd kind of stop what you were doing and watch him?
Yeah.
And he could potentially break one at any given moment.
Previous to that, Skip would put Chris Johnson back there to return some kickoffs.
So I think that's going to be kind of this type of moment for this team on special teams. All of a sudden, a punt return or kickoff return could be deadly.
Chandler, didn't Tyler Snead take one to the house against NC State that was called back years ago?
Mike Houston's first game?
It might have been. Yeah.
Maybe.
I feel like that happened. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think Snead took one back and it was called back.
Great recall.
Or either he had a long return. Either way, I can do it.
He had a few in his career.
Speaking of ECU NC State battles, awesome show, Brian Bailey show earlier today.
Oh, yeah. I asked Brian if he was doing this show just for me.
This was an all-star lineup.
Yeah.
Not enough Peach Bowl guys for you, just one.
No, right, but I am a big Shane Carden fan. Magazu's awesome.
Yeah. How about Shane Carden, Damon Magazoo, and Luke Fisher talking ECU NC State stories. That was the lineup for the Brian Bailey Show. It's available to download now, but if you missed it, you can check it out at 6 o'clock right here on Pirate Radio.
Yeah, well worth the listen. And all great Pirate players.
And all great
Pirate royalty as well.
ECU over NC State memories as well.
Yeah.
Cardin had a huge game against the Pack. Magazoo had the pick on Russell Wilson to cap off an ECU victory. And, of course, Luke Fisher. Fisher will score.
This would be awesome if the Pirates could add a chapter to that book in just a couple weeks clip, and especially for Holton Ahlers. You know what? Who could have gone to NC State. They heavily recruited him, decided to stay home. And it always hasn't been, roses, as we know. There's been some tough times, but he had persevered, and he stayed committed, which in this day and age is a big credit to who he is, because it's easy to transfer in this day and age, as you know. And it's easy to go somewhere else when the times get tough. When the times got tough, Holton stayed. And now, I think he's going to reap the rewards of that decision. But, man, what a great way to start the season if he could lead the team to victory over NC State, a school that once recruited him and wanted him there.
Wanted him there in Raleigh.
Yeah, to close that chapter.
Knows Dave Doran very well. Knows Ruffin McNeil very well, who is now on that NC State side of things. I heard from Donnie Kirkpatrick earlier as we talked to him on Media Day. Let's hear from the defensive coordinator now, Shirley. Blake Harrell, as the Chan Man and crew caught up with Coach Harrell Saturday at Media Day.
Maybe just talk a little bit about how preseason camp has gone in general.
I think we've had a really good preseason camp, and anytime you have an older team, older football team, and guys that have been around, guys that know the system, understand the defense in our case, it makes things go a lot smoother and a lot easier. And just the fact that you have your players all summer long now, so we rolled right into it, and they picked up and gave us really good effort. And I think we got a chance to do some good things this year and get off on the right foot with fall camp here.
You got a lot of experience on this side of the ball, Coach. Talk about some of the leaderships that you have on this side of the ball.
Yeah, you're looking at guys, Xavier Smith, Miles Berry at the linebacker position that started for us for 3 years in multiple games and multiple spots there. Mike Will even rushed for Xavier, so they know the defense really well. Up front, you got same names as last year, returning all those guys up front. Jeremy Lewis is playing really good ball again, so excited about his leadership and just the motor he brings to our defense. Jair Wilson, Rod Stringer, Julius Wood started a couple games for us last year and has had a really good fall camp, so excited about him. Malik Fleming doing a good job out wide, as well as DeMel Hickman. So all those guys are older guys that have played, guys that have been around, and guys that have experience, and also doing a good job of their leadership.
You have a very aggressive way of running your defense. Is that something you've always done in every stop that you had, and why is that?
Yeah, I just think you got to attack. Offensively you want to attack, you want to be aggressive, so why not defensively? Why not go after the offense as well? Why be reactive? Why not be proactive about it and go attack them and give them different looks, give them different things to deal with, different problems. We always talk about defensively like, here's your issues, here's your problems. Well, let's give the offense something to deal with and some issues and problems. And we want to do that with an aggressive style of play. And Coach Houston's kind of did that from day one. With the culture here, we just want to continue that defensively.
You lose a guy in Jaquan McMillan. Talk about some guys that are going to step up in that secondary this year.
Yeah, Jaquan's a special player, and we're going to miss him. And DeMel Hickman's done a nice job out there at boundary corner. Had a good spring, had a good fall camp. And, DeMel's an older kid. He's been here for 4 years. It's not like we're asking a freshman to come in and play. Jawan Powell's now playing some corner for us, a guy that started multiple games for us and made himself versatile both at safety and out corner. Came in as a corner and is back there now. So we got, those three guys, counting Malik. And then Pre Washington's a transfer kid from the Buffalo that we've added, who played a ton of snaps up there, started a bunch of games at corner, safety, nickel. So we got 4 guys that we feel really good about, and we got some younger guys that we continue to develop and build depth with. So I'm really excited about that room.
Blake Harrell there from Saturday's Media Day as East Carolina's defense Once again, continuing to improve it each and every year, they'll have a tough challenge with the NC State led by Devin Leary offense coming to town on September the 3rd. So good to hear from Coach Harrell, Donnie Kirkpatrick. We got a ton of interviews from Media Day. We've got the videos out there if you want to check them out on YouTube. Also, we have uploaded the audio version, so you can check them out, SoundCloud, Apple, Android. We got it all for you here at Pirate Radio, so we're good to go. Take a time out, come back, hour 3. 3 Pirates to talk to inside the Delcor Players Lounge. We got Ryan Jones, Keaton Mitchell, and Isaiah Winstead joining us here on PRL on a Monday, and we're back with you after this.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Your first stop for shopping is at Shimmer Boutique. This is Ashley from Shimmer. We are fully stocked with the latest apparel, shoes, and accessories and more. If you need gift ideas or some shopping therapy for yourself, stop by today. Looking for the hottest shoes on the market? Shimmer has the biggest selection of Hey Dudes anywhere. Shimmer has the newest Yeti products and colors. Want this year's most popular bag? Shimmer has a great selection of all your bog bag needs and accessories. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, and Jacksonville.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best. Everybody loves burgers.
Last year, we found out that I had cancer. We were all super scared. Mom and Dad said they don't know what we would have done if Riley's Army hadn't been there for us.
We invite you to join us on Saturday, August 27th at the Hilton Greenville for the Glow for Gold Gala, benefiting Riley's Army, presented by Grover Gaming. Tickets can be found at rileysarmy.com or by calling 252-481-4471.
Riley's Army hopes that you never need them, but if you do, they'll be there for your family, just like they were for mine.
The Dickinson Avenue Public House is a lively and diverse restaurant in Greenville that utilizes fresh and local ingredients. With influences of Creole, Asian, and upscale Southern cuisine, the Dickinson Avenue Public House offers a seasonally rotating menu and a full-service bar with rotating craft brews on tap. Come to the intersection of 8th and Dickinson and enjoy $1 drafts on Tuesday, half-price flights on Wednesday, half-price wine bottles on Thursday, and $1 oysters Tuesday through Friday from 5:30 to 7. For more details, check out their website at daphousenc.com.
The Wood Ducks are hosting the 3rd annual Kinston Cornhole Classic on Saturday, September 17th, sponsored by Brooks Pool Realty. Gates open at 10 a.m. and the tournament starts at 11. There will be 3 brackets with cash prizes for the top 3 teams from each bracket. The cost is $80 per team, and to register, please contact Maddie Meehan at MMEEHAN@woodducksbaseball.com or call 252-686-5165. We will see you at the 3rd annual Cornhole Classic on September 17th at Granger Stadium.
This is Braxton Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. If you're looking to purchase a home, it is still a great time, and being pre-qualified before you begin shopping is an advantage. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that can fit most financial situations. To get started, contact our experienced team of Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, Wanda Hager, or myself, Braxton Green, at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients in Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, here on a Monday, a Delcor Players Lounge edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock, Troy D, and East Carolina tight end Ryan Jones inside the Pirate Radio studios. Welcome in, Ryan. Good to see you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Troy, I just saw this let's see, Arcade One Up is announcing the launch of NFL Blitz Legends. It's a home arcade machine. 5 feet tall, 17-inch screen. 49-way joysticks, retro teams, $600.
It's right up my alley.
To own this, yeah.
That's not too bad, actually.
So
I thought it would be like $6,000.
If you could have one arcade game in your home, what would you choose?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Clip. I've actually owned a couple full-size arcade games before. I used to own Double Dragon, which is
classic,
awesome one, and I currently own a full-size Donkey Kong machine.
Nice. Yeah.
So not to go silver spoons on you or anything, but I guess I'd have to answer. With
Does the butler clean those off every day while you're at work?
Yeah, I like, eventually I'd like to have a room big enough where I could add to the collection.
I would love an NBA Jam arcade setup.
The old school.
Ryan, you're too young. Do you even know what an arcade is?
Yeah.
These are like looking at relics.
Back in my day, you used to have to go to a room in a store to play video games.
That's how it worked, actually,
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Have you played the new Madden? Didn't that come out recently?
Yeah, I haven't played it yet, though. I still got the one from last year.
I hear it's the same old Madden. I don't know.
How much can they reinvent? I mean, it's so good.
Yeah.
At this point, the graphics are so... and my kids were playing Madden. I thought it was a real game at first when I walked in on the big screen. I mean, it's so good. I don't know how much they could improve upon it.
It's basically the same thing, just like a different roster.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing they could change.
Yeah.
And are you excited about college football video game returning?
Yeah. I mean, my whole time growing up, I always wanted to be on a video game, especially the NCAA. So, I mean, when they stopped having it, I was kind of upset. But hopefully I'm on this one. I'll make it for this one.
Would you play yourself in the video game?
Most definitely. Yeah, I make myself a 99 everything.
That's got to be the coolest feeling, to be in a video game.
Yeah,
so,
I'm trying to just imagine what that'd be like, Clip, if we had like a pirate radio video game. You know, like
I've played Grand Theft Auto before. It's similar to that.
Yeah, something like that.
We're a lot like those guys. All right, Ryan. So camp is over. Is that a good feeling when you get through with camp?
Yeah, it feels good to finally be able to rest. I mean, camp is early mornings, late nights. I mean, finally getting to get back to a kind of like a normal schedule of classes and stuff feels good.
How are you doing health-wise? It seems like everybody kind of came out of camp. Knock on wood, I don't see a massive injury list. Everybody doing pretty healthy, including yourself.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the guys, they took a lot of time prior to camp getting their bodies right, and I feel like we maintained throughout camp. So,
Ryan Jones joining us. I talked to Shane Calhoun at Media Day on Saturday, and once again, Ryan, that tight end room looking very strong for ECU, and he said himself that he's lined up slot on the line in the backfield. I don't know if we've asked you that much, but how many different spots have you lined up this fall camp? How many spots could we see in this year?
Really everywhere on the field. Coach K and Coach Scott have really helped our room develop and understand the entire offense. So, I mean, when it comes to the offense and learning the concepts and everything, we really took a lot of time in doing that. So we have guys lined up everywhere.
And I guess there's no fullback on this roster. That's another thing, Troy, from our childhood.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of played out now.
But now you got the H-back. You'll throw a tight end in the backfield, and sounds like we might see maybe a couple of those sets for ECU.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be more involved in, like, kind of like being in the backfield and stuff like that. But, yeah, we're expanding the playbook more than last year.
Ryan Jones joining us. So now it's time to get ready for NC State. A lot of guys have already been in here today, said they've kind of done their own homework aside from what the coaches make you watch film and all that. Are you one of those guys that's already started to dive into State a little bit?
Yeah, kind of like with the game being 2 weeks away. Like with the team, we're more so doing like special teams this week. So, I mean, you really have to take it on your own to like do your own type of film study and just look over coverages and players and things like that. So that's what this week is.
This year they're adding a lot of the starters on special teams. So do you have some roles on there?
Yeah, I'm on the punt team and kickoff team.
You like that? You excited about that?
Yeah, definitely being on a team where I can kind of show like that I can still tackle, you know.
Yeah, so you're going to be out there.
You do have that defensive side, obviously, that you came from. So, yeah, so it's kind of fun to moonlight a little bit on special teams with defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely fun being on those two units.
Ryan Jones joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. Ryan, how about the QBs beyond Holton Ahlers? Mason Garcia, Ryan Stubblefield. I hear Alex Flynn had a really good camp. So I don't know how much you're involved with those guys catching balls, but how did those guys look overall to you?
It really looked like those guys made strides from last year. Definitely, I mean, you know, Holton's leading those guys, but I mean, like Mason, Ryan Stubblefield, and Flynn, they all made strides from last year. So, I mean, once it got to rotating the guys and everything, it really wasn't too much of a drop-off.
In those 1-versus-1 battles, Mike Houston, I asked him about it on Saturday, said there was that it was great battles, also some skirmishes going on out there, but nothing that got too serious. But it sounds like y'all really went after it this fall.
Yeah, this was definitely a way more competitive camp than last year. We really had guys that stepped up and just brought it every day to practice.
We asked some of the defensive guys who are the toughest guys to tackle on the team. I'll ask you, who's the one guy on defense, or maybe one or two guys on defense, that tackle the hardest that you could want to avoid if you could?
The hardest, I'd say Xavier. He's a thumper. Gerard and Julius Wood. Yeah, those guys.
He brings the wood.
Yeah, he brings the wood.
We also found out that maybe Jeremy and Miles were in a few of those scuffles, according to them. Were you involved?
Any skirmishes involving you?
Yeah, I mean, all football stuff, though. You know, you leave that stuff on the field. But, yeah, it's all competitive spirit, just guys going at it.
And now you're ready to hit somebody in red and white.
Yeah, no doubt.
Instead of purple. Ryan Jones joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. So this week, you said you're glad to be done with the camp, the early mornings, that kind of stuff. So what is the focus? A lot of special teams, you said, but what else is the focus of practice these next couple of weeks leading up to game day?
More so just, like, dialing up our scheme for NC State. You know, so I mean, like, the whole camp we did, our entire playbook. So now it's just more so what are we going to do against what they run. So, I mean, that's what we're going to be focusing on.
Well, at least camp, it was nothing but football now at the start of school. You've got that to manage your students here, for folks that forget. How is managing school class this year going for you, and what are you taking this year?
Luckily for me, I had most of my classes are online. So, I mean, I don't have a strenuous schedule of, like, having to wake up early and, you know, get to class and everything. But really, luckily, since my stuff is online, I can still have my same kind of similar rehab schedule to where I can still be there on time and do what I have to do. So, I mean, it really it's not going to affect me like that.
And that's an interesting, development with students nowadays, Clip. Back in our day, there was no online option. You had to get up and go to class.
Yeah. Ryan's learning a lot about old people.
Yeah, nowadays you could be laying in bed and, be a part of the class. Do you miss, though, that social interaction with, classmates? That, I mean, obviously you get a lot of it with your football teammates, but what about, do you miss, like, actually going to class some and, like, meeting people?
Yeah, really once COVID hit, and then because everything was online. So, I mean, after that, y'all kind of just got adjusted to having, like, the online and just signing in and doing it from that aspect. But, I mean, I feel kind of older on campus, but I kind of enjoy the online.
Yeah, just keeping it. And I think a lot of students do that nowadays.
Yeah.
And a lot of veterans on this team, but nobody older than the punter, Luke Larson.
Yeah.
It's like having a 30-year-old on the team.
That's my locker mate, so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like your dad hanging out, Uncle Luke.
Yeah, remember this, because we've got a question at the end of this interview. He might be the answer.
That's true,
potentially.
But, that's kind of an odd deal, right? Mm-hmm. Has he taught you anything about his culture? Or?
Yeah, definitely his lingo is different. He says mate a lot.
He says what?
Mate.
Mate.
Oh, yeah.
And like cheers.
Hey, mates.
Yeah,
cheers.
Yeah, it's a little different, but I mean, he's a cool guy, though.
And look, y'all are going to make the tackle, the punt team, but if it comes to it, he could probably rock a dude, I would imagine.
Yeah,
he's a pretty big boy.
Yeah, he's not small.
Who was that big punter? He went to the Giants. He was jacked.
Matt Dodge.
Yeah, Matt. He kind of reminds me.
Matt Dodge
would like live to hit somebody.
And we'd also run fake punts, and instead of running out of bounds, he'd run over the guy. Like,
he was one of the strongest, toughest punters I've ever seen.
He was an athlete.
Yeah.
Ryan Joe's joining us. Ryan, Holton said that he's got the freedom now to check off plays if he sees something that the defense is doing. And I remember talking to you early on, you really took pride in learning the playbook this year, and then you know everything now to a T. So when Holton does check off, you're going to be ready to roll with that, I would imagine. But what is that like when you see something and Holton sees something and then changes it mid-play? Like how quickly is the brain firing off in that situation?
Yeah, I feel like the maturity from our offense, I feel like we all kind of took a big stride to want to learn the playbook more. So, I mean, we definitely want to compete at a higher level. So for you to do that, you have to be on that type of accord.
Ryan, I noticed when I came in, I saw the crown on your leg. You got the Queen City, Charlotte. Is that and then you've got like the skyline. You've got some very intricate.
Well, for folks that
on the body.
Yeah, at first I was wondering when you said crown on his leg.
Yeah, it has a crown on his leg.
You're talking about graphic.
Tattoo.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's just for folks.
What else could it be?
I didn't want people to think he actually had a crown on his leg.
That would be cool too. How many tattoos do you have? Can you count them at this point?
Yeah, I mean, I have a few. I mean, I started kind of young.
But like the sleeve count as one?
Yeah, I just say
that's
one.
Yeah, that's like one. But that's like pretty elaborate right there.
But these are like intricate deals here. So
it was over the years.
Yeah,
it wasn't just the whole mass.
Is it tough to stop? Like, do you have plans to get another one now?
I don't know. It's kind of sporadic with me, for real. I mean, I got this one like last December, but before that, I hadn't got one for like 2 years. So
okay,
yeah, it just depends.
And you got the Charlotte. Like, do all of them have meaning to you?
Yeah, all of them have meaning. Yeah.
All right, good deal. I have 0. So, what's your advice? How do I get started? Just go and get a sleeve one day.
I'd say start with a smaller piece and then build on it.
Where would you put a tattoo on Clip if he was going to get one? where would be a first spot to start? Because you got to have one to start.
Yeah.
Where should we put one on him?
Maybe like
Thug Life, like Tupac across the belly.
Like that. That definitely catch.
I was thinking on the side of his neck would be good.
Yeah,
people could see it.
The Kenyon Martin lips on the side of the neck.
Why leave it hidden? Show it off.
I think at this point in my life and my body type, I'm gonna just stay away. Tattoos.
My thing, the needles are painful. Like it hurts to get one.
Yeah, it's definitely painful, but I mean, it's worth it.
So how long did it take to like do a full sleeve?
So this one was really like 3 pieces. I kind of got them at different times, but majority of them are like 3-4 hours.
Man.
But my leg was about like 5-6 hours. It was.
Leg was, Is it like numb or do you feel it the whole time?
Yeah, you feel it the whole time, but like with my leg, it just got to the point where it was what it was.
All right, Ryan Jones joining us. Shirley's got some cool tats. Shirley, show off the Pirate Radio tat to
show him the best.
Ryan. You need to get one of them bad boys.
It's got our logo on our arm. Yeah, that's a loyal employee right there. I'll say that. Say what you want about my Shirley Rhodes. Loyalty is top of the list.
She did get that one paid for too, right?
That was scholarship.
Yeah, that was a scholarship.
She called
her NIL deal.
I called his bluff because I said if we made it 10 years, then I would get the logo tattooed, but he had to pay for it.
I said, no way. I said, I'd gladly pay for it. There's no way you're getting the logo. And sure enough.
Boom. Yeah. There it is.
That was 10 years ago.
Forever, ever.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Time to add another one, Shirley. All right, Ryan.
It's about that time.
How about that circle one we just did on the side of the building?
Yeah.
The new circle logo?
Yeah.
That we have. It still has our original logo.
Put it on the other arm.
That'd be kind of cool on your shoulder.
No, because I already got plans for that one.
My bad.
Yeah, I can
you know
do
what
it
I'm
on
talking
my
about?
own. Yeah,
the circle decal.
Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be big enough for the letters. But yeah.
How about a tramp stamp, Shirley? How you feel?
Well, I'm not doing a tramp stamp.
What about in between your 2 shoulder blades? Like a big circle in the back?
No, because it'll run over the one that I already have on my back.
Oh, okay.
I do have one on my back this on this shoulder blade. I don't have one on this shoulder.
I was not aware of that. Have not seen Shirley in a bikini. So.
And you're never going to see Shirley in a bikini. Shirley doesn't wear bikinis.
Ryan, thanks for hanging out through all this. Sorry, man.
Sorry for this inter-office.
Apologies.
Yeah.
All right, a few more questions to go. You ready for?
Yeah, let's ask the important stuff here. These are some serious off-the-field questions involving your teammates, but I want you to put a lot of thought into it and answer these honestly.
All right, so 3 questions, 3 different teammates for answers. Well, first of all, what teammate would you like to live with for a year if you had to pick one?
Live with for a year?
Who would you want to be your roommate for a year?
Macy O'Donnell.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Hadn't heard that. No, okay, good call.
This next one, do you have a sister?
Yeah, I do.
All right, your sister's going to marry one of your teammates.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You get to pick which teammate, though. But she is going to marry your teammate. Who is the teammate that you get to decide?
Who you trust?
Man, with my sister.
So you're assuming who do you trust? What if you didn't like his sister and, you never know.
That's a deep question. I don't know. That's a different one. I'm at the.
Even Xavier pick one. You pick one.
My sister.
Yeah. One teammate.
Man.
Who's a good guy?
Yeah.
Who's a good guy?
Oh, Holt's a good guy.
Yeah. All right. Holt would be good.
Yeah.
Reluctantly, he says Holton Ahlers.
Yeah.
You can go with that?
Or Owen. Owen's a good guy,
All right. Let's see. And then finally, Ryan, we don't want you to get any fights before the game. We need you out there on the field.
Like that.
But somebody squared off on you. You get to pick one of your teammates to fight that battle for you. Who are you taking?
Oh, to win it for me?
Yeah.
Noah Henderson.
We've heard that name quite a bit. Yeah. Big Noah.
Big Noah. He got me.
The other guy might just run before it starts.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing if I see Noah.
Yeah.
So
even the big guys are picking Noah.
That's right, yeah. All right, well, thank you for answering those, especially number 2. That's been the difficult one today.
That was tough.
That was tough, yeah.
Well, welcome Holton to the family. Brother-in-law.
There you go. Ryan, appreciate you joining us, man. We'll talk to you again next Monday.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Good seeing you, man.
Ryan Jones, East Carolina tight end, joining us here on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take a timeout. Come back more inside the Delcor Players Lounge. We'll talk to Keaton Mitchell right after this.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Beauty Bar Medi Spa wants to know if you are ready to fall into beauty. October 7th through the 14th. All services and products will be on sale. Botox, filler, painless laser hair removal, facials, RF microneedling, rejuvenating laser treatments to treat brown spots, wrinkles, texture, veins, and skin tightening. And now, the only facility in the area to offer non-surgical under-eye fat pad treatments. BeautyBarMedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates!
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times this football season, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Get ready to have fun this season, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Welcome to US Cellular, where new and current customers choose any phone they want for free.
Free? Even the one with 5G and lots of storage?
Free.
And the one with the latest everything?
Free.
At U.S. Cellular, any phone you see is free, whether you're a new or current customer. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
When I need jeans, I order online because I know exactly what I want. They have just one moving part, and if there's something wrong, I exchange them. Buying a vehicle, especially pre-owned, is way different. Lots of moving parts. You don't want to get stuck. For a worry-free purchase, visit Phelps Chevrolet. We've been here in town a very long time. You know us. You know we stand behind everything we sell. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Come get you one.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulf of Mexico. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $7.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. To get the business services that are right for your business today, contact the team of experienced local bankers at First Bank. The team includes bankers you can trust like Ashley Capps, Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nesbitt. First Bank, together with their customers, they're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. First Bank, on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, been a busy show with the players rolling in, the Delcor Players Lounge. We got a giveaway coming up. We'll do that at the end of this segment. Troy D hanging out. Troy was here for an hour today. Had so much fun. He's sticking around for the whole 3-hour tour. How you feeling, Troy?
Doing good. I'm enjoying it, Clip.
Good.
Just heard from Keaton Mitchell. He is just got out of an academic meeting, so he's headed over this way in a little bit.
Sounds good. While we wait, we can talk more ECU football because we were on hand at the media day on Saturday, and we've heard from Donnie Kirkpatrick and Blake Harrell. Chandler and the crew called up with Tim Dowse to talk some ECU special teams. Shirley, let's hear that right now.
Coach, talk about camp so far.
Talk about camp so far. On Saturday scrimmage, wrapped it up today, was good. I think the kids had a hell of a camp. I really do. Like, as we went through this, and the great thing about East Carolina and Mike Houston, we go after it. Like, every day. There's no walkthrough days. You walk through on that gate, you be ready to go. And I thought the kids really had a good camp. Maybe tailed off a little bit towards the end, but we go at each other, offense, defense, special teams. I think, you'll see trademark ECU football being physical in the fall, playing hard, being proud of what we put out there. So I think probably in a better place than we were a year ago. I think the kids are physical. The kids know what they're doing. They're confident in the schemes and what's going on. The conversations and the checks and adjustments could be at the next level this year. Another year under Blake, so it's been really good so far.
This is your second year, so how?
Second year.
Second year coming in, you came in, took over special teams. How was that?
Well, I think
kind of transition this year.
Well, as we go, we divvy them up. I help organize it and all that good stuff, but the staff does a great job. Coach Ellis, Coach Weaver, Coach Foster, Coach Houston, heavy hand into special teams. But as we see, Owen's a year older, okay, and his leg's stronger than it's ever been. Our kids that cover and block on those units, there's more to choose from, and they're better players, and they're older, and and they had experience. So we really expect a big jump. We expect a huge jump in that area. We put a huge amount of time on it, and our kids get it. The learning is at another level. The meeting, the film work, everything is a little bit better this year. So the expectation is a little higher.
We talked to Coach Houston about the competitiveness of this team and in camp. How important is that when you're going into camp? These guys are going head-to-head to get you ready for that opening game against NC State.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's awesome. Just roll the ball out, and they're going to go. I've done this long enough now. Sometimes you got to poke some kids along. Not here. If you're not going, you're going to stick out here, and you won't last. You will not last in East Carolina if you're not going full speed. So they roll the ball out. I don't care if it's NC State week 1 or whoever the heck it is on another week. Our kids are going to go. So you feel good as a football coach. You're going to get their best effort.
You got a lot of experience there on the edge. Talk about some of the expectations you have for those guys like Jeremy Lewis.
Talk to the kids in general about being the standard. Be the standard for ECU football. If they want to see a good position and what it looks like on and off the field, I want it to be the edge guys. Jeremy had a lot of experience, but last year he was a rookie, so it was all new to him moving over from offense. This year I see that next level. I see him seeing things a little bit quicker, and he plays extremely hard. He's a very, very good athlete. And the great thing is, on both sides of the rush, outside linebacker and the defensive end, depth. No one's allowed to play tired. Nobody will have to play tired. We've got Eric Doctor and Jack Powers behind him. They do a tremendous job. Tough kids, always be where they're supposed to be. And then the end position, I think I'm in a position, blessed as a coach, I have more quality players that can play at an all-conference level than I do playing time to hand out. So Manny and Chad are really fighting every single down, making each other better players. And J.R. Robinson has stepped up now in his second year and really shown some flashes and thinks he'll be able to help us. And Elijah Robinson is like, hey, what about me? He's done a great job too. So great kids working hard. There's more players than playing time, which I'm kind of blessed with right now.
All right, I'm going to talk about my favorite part of football, special teams.
That's the truth? You mean that?
I'm a former long snapper.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, so how's special teams looking? Talk about some of the...
I'll tell you what, two long snappers are battling every day.
Absolutely. Talk about that.
Well, they're both good, so that's good, right? You go through programs and you say, okay, that's the starter. Boy, that other one really can tell when the ball. You don't have to see what it is. You can look at the ball. Mm-hmm. You look at these two kids, they go out there every day. And you don't know who's snapping it. So, they haven't drawn too much attention to themselves. That's really the goal, right?
Yeah.
At long snappers. So those two kids have done a good job. We're going to have to make, have a long discussion about who that's going to be and move from there. Luke's taken ownership of the punting position. Done a good job. He's been an experienced kid. He's played in games both of his years. I know he's still a freshman at 30 years old, but hey, I have a lot of trust in him. As a leader of the group, always can count on him, and he's a hell of a holder for those field goals, and that's very, very important. I really have a lot of trust in him. Kickoffs, Owen's hitting the ball better than he ever has last year, and that's just going to help us.
You lose a guy in a return game in Keaton Mitchell. In Tyler Snead. Talk about maybe some of the guys you might see back there.
Yeah, you lose Snead, a lot of comfort back there, right? So many reps and game times and different scenarios that come back there and kick return, punt return. But we've got some veteran guys. Like Malik Fleming was just waiting in the wings. Like, hey, he's got great ball skills. You see him playing on defense. He's a smart football player. He's prepared for the moment. He would be our first guy to go back there and punt return and make good decisions for us. But we've got guys with good ball skills. CJ's gone back there and caught him. Isaiah Winstead's gone back there and caught him. Brock Spalding can go back there and catch him. Kick returns. We're going to give our speedster Keaton and Mitchell a chance. If he gets a north-south, that's going to be a problem for somebody. So they're going to have to make a decision in our kick return game as we go back to Kerry King can really run. Josiah Hatfield can really run. So we have options. They'll be different, but we spend a lot of time with those kids and make sure it's clean, catch all those balls. We don't lose yardage in that type of situation. But Tyler's was a special one, obviously, but we're ready to move forward.
Tim Dowse.
Tim Dowse there, who is a good football coach, but if he wasn't, could play a good football coach on TV. He's got the look, he's got the voice, he's got the intensity.
We were talking about it earlier, Clip. He has the sound. He sounds like if you need a football coach, call a central casting out of Hollywood, you get Tim Dowse.
All right, I'm here. What do you want me to do?
All right, here we are.
Great voice on that guy. And fired up about the special teams. And I'm fired up, Troy. We hadn't talked too much about it this offseason.
We'll talk about it.
Thank you, Chandler. Chandler, should I talk about it? I'll talk about it.
Talk about it.
I'll talk about it. We got to get that button fixed over there.
Can we talk to Wes about talking about it?
Hey, let's talk to Wes a little bit for sure about this.
Are you turning into the new Mark Lindsay out there?
You dropped talk about it.
You were talking about it.
Yeah, you weren't asking questions. You were just talking about it.
You're just chatting it up.
Talking shop.
Something that we have talked about a lot today, Troy D, is East Carolina's best players being on special teams. That includes Keaton in the return game.
Yeah.
That includes Miles, Jeremy, Xavier being in on kickoffs. Ryan Jones going to go down there and
I
get
think it's
somebody.
going to be a
Malik
big deal.
Fleming doing punt returns.
Yeah.
Maybe?
I mean, this is going to be a big deal for ECU this year. I think ECU's special teams is going to be special because they've got their best players on the squad.
One of those guys joining us now inside the Pirate Radio studios, Keaton Mitchell, East Carolina running back.
This guy is fast. He texted me like 2 minutes ago. Just got out of an academic deal. I was like, oh, it'll probably be about 10 minutes. 2 minutes later, boom.
He ran here. He didn't even drive.
I know. You can probably run faster in Greenville traffic than you can driving.
For real.
So, welcome back, Keaton Mitchell.
How's it going? Camp over? I guess the real student athlete now, school, all that. How's everything going for you?
It's going good. First day of school went good. You know, I told you I don't really do good communicating in front of people. So I had a communication class.
Oh, out of the gate.
Had to talk first day.
Oh, man, they don't even ease you into it.
But nah, y'all got me right. I'm good.
That's good, though.
It's helping
You've
you
been
out.
doing great,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I think it's just like getting reps with anything. The more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Yes, sir.
So we talked about, you're a guy that's going to have a lot of microphones and cameras in your faces this year that people are going to want to talk to. Media Day was no different. So Media Day was probably a little more comfortable this year, I guess. Because it could be a little nerve-wracking to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Just heard from Tim Dowse. Chandler talked to him, Troy. Talked about it Saturday at Media Day. And, man, we've had Miles on, Jeremy, Xavier, Ryan. They all said they were going to be in on special teams this year. Kick return, punt return. You yourself potentially returning some kicks. So, what about the idea of putting your best out there for special teams? That's got to fire you guys up.
Oh, yeah. You know, everybody planning on making it to the next level, and one thing you got to do is be on the special team. So, special team is the most important thing on the field. So, we all just trying to ease our way in the special teams and make sure we make it to the next level.
Honestly, it is as important as offense and defense.
Yes,
I mean, it is the third side of the football, and I mean, it's so important to you have big. I mean, Virginia Tech really kind of built their foundation on that with their program with Beamer Ball and focusing on special teams when other teams weren't. How much have you been practicing now with it, returning kicks every day? Have you broken one in practice?
Of course. Easy.
So you've taken it to the house multiple times in practice. So I said this. I think this is the type of thing with Keaton Mitchell back there returning a kickoff. This is the type of thing that, I think teams may try and kick away from you, number one. But number two, you get the ball and you catch it clean, look out, because it's like people are going to pay attention because you have the potential to break one at any given moment. And it's been a while since we've had a true bless you, Clip.
Thank you.
Since we've had a true playmaker, I think, returning kicks.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to get back there. I'm trying to return me one going to the boneyard. That's going to be the best feeling ever.
And Troy D saying Tyler Snead was not a playmaker. Wow. That was...
Well... He was. I
know. I was just calling you out.
I know. I was trying. Tyler did a great job.
I know. He did.
Kicks. He was a playmaker. I should say, it's been a while.
We hadn't had anybody with that speed back there since Chris Johnson did it in the 2007.
Correct.
I guess. So
He returned some?
He did. Yeah.
To the house.
Yeah, and Dwayne Harris was didn't have your speed, but his toughness is what made. He was so hard to tackle.
Yeah,
it's hard to believe he never had a touchdown. Because every one of his returns, he'd run like 50 yards on the field.
Huge yardage.
But just never got one to the house. But Keaton...
who's bringing back punts this year?
We got a couple guys back there trying it out this year. We got Malik Fleming. It was Josh Murph, but he got hurt. They put C.J. Johnson back there.
Did they?
Yeah, we got him catching some. So.
All right.
And Keaton, with the fair catch rules, now if you catch one inside of the 25, you get it out to the 25, right? So, like, you don't even know about fair catching. You're just catching and running?
You want to run it.
Kick it to the back of the end zone. I'm taking it. I'm gone.
I like that. I'm telling you. This guy's going to be our Deion Sanders.
Prime time. And I guess you got more time to to catch than when you're kick returning than punt returning. Punt returning, those guys can be right on you.
Yeah.
Kick returning, you got a nice space, but you still got to watch it in, obviously.
Got the wedge.
Do you have any trouble catching?
Nah.
Is that something easy to you?
Yeah, it come natural. You know, probably have a drop here and there, but nah, I ain't dropped one since, beginning of camp? Like the beginning. Just messing around, though. But, as far as that,
Keaton Mitchell joining us inside the Pirate Radio studios. I just saw this picture.
It is a natural fit, though. Once you make the catch, you're a full running back.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Read the blocks.
So this is SMU Stadium, and they had a lot of rain.
Oh, my.
And I guess it's the way the stadium drains. Part of the 15 and 20-yard lines and even the 10 are bubbled up.
So they have a turf field that got that has bubbled up. It's got to be.
Yep, at SMU, yep.
Yeah, so it's like
this might be one way to stop Keaton Mitchell. You have hills on the actual playing field.
Yeah, that's a problem right there.
That is wild. So that's SMU Stadium. King of the Hill. All right, so Keaton, you wrap up camp. It sounds like the offense, I don't know if you took it personal, but maybe the defense won scrimmage 1. Y'all came back strong in scrimmage 2. Is that how you say?
After we gave the defense the dub, offense just, okay, let's do it. Like, it was up from then. We hitting on all cylinders. That's what I could say.
We happened to see you, and sorry to Gerard Stringer, but he ended up on the ground and you ended up past him.
Oh, that's my guy. Yeah.
That's going to happen to a lot of people. How many ankles did you collect?
I was going to ask that this year. We're a lot of broken ankles out there this year.
How many?
Yeah. It couldn't have just been that one play. That's the one we saw on tape. There had to be more, right?
See. Nah, me and Gerard been going at it this fall camp. Oh, there go my guy right there. He the one that be breaking ankles.
I say
not. But that was the really only one. Anything else, I'm just.
Do you take pride in that? Like if you can juke a player and they,
No, I take pride in just running by you, just looking at you, trying to.
Yeah, just passing them.
Yeah,
where they can't even touch you.
Yeah.
They did. Who was it said you were the toughest guy to tackle because of your speed? I think it was Miles Berry.
I think it might have been Xavier.
Yeah. They said we were asking who the toughest guy to tackle was. And one of them
if
said,
they can't touch you, they can't tackle you.
Yeah.
So.
And that's been a problem.
And then Troy, we flipped it. Who's the hardest hitter on ECU
hardest
side?
Hitter?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who's the guy you want to avoid on defense?
No questions about it. Tegan Wilk. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He coming down for sure.
He had a
and Julius Wood. Yeah.
2 safeties. That's who you want to hit.
Yeah.
They
last line of defense.
They don't care about nothing. They don't care about it.
Is that part of it over now? I mean, do you do any kind of contact this week, next week, or is that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Probably Monday. I'm at Tuesday, Wednesday. We should be in full pass. Everything else, shell. We do thud. Not too much of full live.
Taking to the ground.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Yeah, just a couple of thud practices.
You glad camp is finally over?
Oh,
though?
yeah.
So, I mean, we're less than 2 weeks away. You can finally, looking forward to going up against another team instead of your teammates.
Yeah.
All right, let's get these questions in so we can give some time to Isaiah.
So these questions are kind of off the field questions, but they're about your teammates. We'll have 3 questions each. You will answer each one with a teammate.
A different teammate. All right.
All right.
So number
pretty
1.
easy stuff.
What teammate, you have to live with a teammate for a year. What teammate would you choose to live with for a year?
For a year?
Share an apartment, yeah.
For a year.
Who are you going to get along with? Who's going to be
Tajee
clean?
Hudson.
Tajee Hudson, all right.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing him in a receiver.
So this is our favorite one. Do you have a sister?
Yeah.
So your sister's going to get married to one of your teammates.
Who would it be?
But you get to pick the teammate. Who would it be?
Dang.
This has been the toughest question.
We've almost stumped people with this, but
everybody's giving an answer eventually.
But there's
so you got to name one
guy out there that you could tolerate being with your sister.
I'm trying to think.
That's a brother-in-law.
Sheesh.
He's running through all the players in his head.
He would be your teammate for life.
Nope, I know how that guy is. Nope, I know how that guy is.
Dang.
There's too much.
Who they give? What they say?
Well, Ryan said Holton.
No. No.
Who are the other choices that we've had today?
Holton said Alex Flynn because he's going to be a doctor one day.
Yeah, there was that one. Yeah, you got to come up with somebody.
Flynn. I say Flynn.
Oh,
I say Flynn. I don't know.
That's fine. Nobody wants a teammate to marry their sister.
Yeah.
That's what we found out today.
That, yeah.
Troy. All right, and Keaton, we don't want you to get in any trouble before the season starts, but there's a guy squaring up. He wants a piece of you, but you get to pick a teammate to fight that guy.
To beat him.
Fight him for me?
Yep. Who's fighting for you in that battle?
I'm trying to think.
Just be a tougher guy on the team. Someone protecting you.
Yeah, somebody you wouldn't want to fight.
Yeah.
Rajay can fight a little bit. Rajay can fight, yeah. You got my roommate, Deontay Johnson, Taj. It's a couple of folks can fight. Yeah.
All right, Keaton, a lot of guys went to the offensive line immediately.
Offensive line?
Noah Henderson. Just big guys.
Oh, yeah, he big. He can fight, too, yeah.
It's all right.
No, yeah.
All right, he's picking Rajay. And then Rajay will get suspended and you'll get all his carries. I think that's why he said Rajay. All right, good stuff, Keaton. Thanks for joining us, man.
No problem.
We'll talk to you next Monday.
All right.
Yeah, enjoy your week, and
right,
next week, game week. Gets real.
Yes, sir. All right, Keaton Mitchell joining us. Shirley Rhodes, open up the booty bag real quick so we can give something away here on a Monday.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, 317-1250. What are we giving away on this Monday?
How about a $15 gift card to Wings Over Greenville?
Wings Over Greenville. Football and Wings Over Greenville, a perfect match. Shirley, what call are you looking for?
I'm going to go with caller 10.
Caller 10, 317-1250. We're back with Isaiah Winstead in the Delcor Players Lounge after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is happy to announce that their selection of inventory is back and bigger than ever. A huge amount of inventory was just delivered in the last few weeks, and there's more on the way. These vehicles are priced to sell. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep has so many trucks, you'll save up to $8,000 on select Ram 1500 crew cabs. That's right. As a part of the Make This the Summer event, you'll get $8,000 off on select Ram trucks. This is the most aggressive truck offer you'll find find anywhere. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep needs to sell these trucks now, so they're priced to move. You'll also find a great selection of new Jeeps, but these vehicles won't last, so get over to East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep this month.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Cross and Cracker Barrel in Greenville. Come see us.
Offers do not include tax tags and $7.99 admin fee. Customers must qualify for all applicable rebates. See dealer for details.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Warren's now has 2 locations, in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Stop in today for hot dogs, pizza, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity featuring homemade cheese, ham and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, Offense Coordinator for ECU Football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Carolina Caliber has the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and is one of the top firearm dealers anywhere. They have everything you need for hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth, and they will buy, sell, and trade. Carolina Caliber, locally owned and operated since 1960 on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. And congratulations to Mike Ward of Greenville. Got a $15 gift card to Wings Over Greenville if you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home. Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. They have their own in-house delivery service. Make sure you try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. They're open till 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays, so Wings Over has everything to cure those late-night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, busy day inside the Delcor Players Lounge here on Pirate Radio Live, and one more man to talk to, Isaiah Winstead, joining us, East Carolina wide receiver here on a Monday. Isaiah, welcome back. How you doing, man?
Good, I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing good. He was just showing us some battle scars.
Yeah, I know you got banged up last week a little bit with a dislocated finger, but it looks pretty good now. How are you recovering with that?
It's doing good. Just rehabbing. Like, I had to play with like a metal plate. Like, I got a metal plate, and then they wrap it, and then they double wrap it with both fingers. So it'd be kind of like a challenge to catch the ball, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do.
For folks that are newer that might be tuning in, not familiar with you, you're a wide receiver, so having a dislocated finger is kind of a big deal. But glad it's healing up.
And it was Donnie Kirkpatrick saying that how you put a ton of pressure on yourself, and you want it so bad that they have to kind of calm you down out there sometimes. And I think he means that as a compliment, like how bad you want it. But were you kind of scared there for a second that like, this might affect my season here?
Yeah, when it first happened, I thought it was broke because like it had happened, and then the coach, my coach Boyette, telling me like he like go back in. I'm like, I can't, it's broke. I'm just like, it's broke. I took my helmet off, slammed it. I was mad, but I'm like, you know, I'm like, I got to find a way to play with it, and then it comes to find out they said it's just dislocated, so that was good news right there.
Yeah, crisis averted there, so good to go, ready to go. So you have caught balls with it since then, just a lot of tape.
I was back in practice the next day.
Yeah, there you go. Isaiah Winstead joining us. Fall camp over, man. It sounds like everybody we talked to, I talked to Coach Boyette, which, by the way, that guy, man, he's got a lot of energy, don't he?
Yeah.
Like, if you can't work and practice for that guy, you got a problem because he told me, he was like, man, when practice is over, I wring out my shirt. He says he's sweating so much. Like, what's it like to work with that guy every day?
It's good. He always bring the energy, and like whatever the thing you would not think of, he always gonna remind you on it, like stuff like that. And you know, he just bring the energy at practice. He makes sure you know what you got to do and stuff like that. He overly prepare you and stuff. And like, you know, we score a touchdown, he getting more excited than us. You feel me? So that's good.
Isaiah, this was your first experience at a camp for ECU for preseason here. All the guys I've talked to, man, they just rave kind of about what you've been doing and your performance and your work ethic. What was your takeaway from fall camp now that you've been through it?
My takeaway, like as far
Your
as
thoughts, like what did you think about it? You've been to other places, you've been to other schools. You know, how did you compare ECU's fall camp to other places you've been? You know, what as you look back at it now, it's kind of get in more season mode. What was your thoughts on fall camp?
So I would say like almost all fall camps are hard. You know, the sun out, 2-hour practice, you know, meetings and stuff. But ECU, it was definitely a hard fall camp, especially me not being in like organized sports since January or December last year. So like it was hard, you know. That was my first time putting on pads. Since then I didn't do spring ball and all that stuff. So I had to get back acclimated with wearing a helmet, catching in a helmet, wearing shoulder pads, you know, getting myself in game ready shape and stuff like that.
Yeah, a little bit of adjustment period.
Yeah, definitely.
What it sounds like you had a lot of success out there, but what DB gave you the most trouble? Who was the toughest guy one-on-one out there?
Gave me the most trouble. I would say the most competition would be pre-Washington.
Okay. Another newcomer, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like he played well out there.
Yeah.
Did you tell them they don't want that smoke?
Yeah, definitely don't.
I think you gave them more trouble.
Yeah.
I know that, but I had to ask the question
That's
anyway.
a fair question.
Had to ask the question. Isaiah Winstead joining us, fall camp wrapping up. So now it's on to NC State. Have you, Isaiah, taken a look at their secondary, their defense? Have you started to dive into them at all?
Yeah, we watched them a little bit after the scrimmage and stuff, just going over like the defense, the secondary and stuff, watching games that they played in, like who's returning and stuff like that. So that's about it. But this week we're gonna be focused on them, so we'll watch them a ton more than that.
How's your chemistry developing with Holton Ahlers?
Real good. Like I'll text him after practice, like, you know, we get in the like every practice and he'll be like, you know, he'll agree with me and stuff like that. So like from when I first came here, just regular workouts to now, like he trusts me.
Yeah, and it really just comes down to timing with you guys, and the more I guess you practice, the more adjustments and the times you get out there, the easier it is for both y'all.
Yeah, the more situations we in, more trust you gaining.
Mm-hmm. And Holton said earlier that you guys do practice scramble drill if something does break down and you kind of go to old backyard football. And that's something that you, year one, Holton's been here a while, but something you need to connect on pretty quick. Do you feel pretty comfortable if things break down, you and Holton can still figure out a way to get the ball downfield?
Yeah, definitely.
And how tall are you again, Isaiah?
6'4".
Yeah, so I mean, you have some height out there.
He'll see you.
I was gonna say, well, a lot of times when they break down, if it's in the red zone, he can toss
Jump
it up
off,
to you. Yeah, you're gonna be taller than the majority of these defensive backs.
Just throw it up.
I see you've seen the Randy Moss highlights, maybe a little before your time, but when he would just stick that arm up and it was over from that point. Give him one of those, see what happens. Isaiah Winstead joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. Isaiah, I got some off the field questions. Troy, you got any more on the field before we get to these?
No, I'm doing good. I think we're looking forward to being able to talk about the games coming up soon.
Yeah.
I feel like we've covered everything we could cover almost with you football-wise preseason. So we've got 3 very important questions to ask you about your teammates.
All right, so you're somewhat new to the team, but you know all the guys. You fit in with them and everything. So name 3 different teammates for these answers. First question, what teammate would you have to live with one for a year, be roommates with one? What teammate would you pick?
I'll say Rajay.
All right. He seems like a cool dude.
He does seem like a cool dude. All right.
Yeah.
Isaiah, do you have a sister?
Yeah.
All right. So now
we go.
There's probably a lot of guys that would like to be in the spot, but only one guy can marry your sister.
And you got to pick one.
And you get to pick which teammate it is. Which teammate would you like to marry your sister and be your brother-in-law?
We've asked this 7 times, Troy. Nobody has said an answer within like 2 minutes.
No.
Nobody wants to answer this question.
They've
but
all
you got to
answered
answer one.
Yeah, they've all answered. It's just taking a little while.
I'm trying to think who's faithful.
Who do you trust with your sister? Yeah.
Oh boy.
Trying to go through every.
He's going down the roster.
It's become a lot harder question than we imagined.
He's going through the O-line, D-line, linebackers, secondary.
Who's the nice guy?
I'll say Josh Murphy.
All right. I believe he has been mentioned a couple times now. Josh Murphy. All right. And finally, Isaiah, first of all, we don't want you to mess up your finger. We don't want you to get in a fight. But somebody's squaring up with you. You get to pick a teammate to fight that guy, to win that fight.
Yeah.
So what teammate are you picking to fight your battle?
Ryan
Jones. All right.
That's good.
Good deal.
Tough.
He's
a tough dude.
Seems like he's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Outside of the finger, you feeling? I mean, you 100% good to go for these next couple weeks?
I'm ready.
Good deal.
Ready. I can't wait.
Good deal. Have you looked at it yet as state, a man-to-man zone? Like, do you know what kind of coverage you'll be seeing for the most part?
I think they're gonna play man. I hope they do.
I was gonna say, do you prefer that?
I hope they do.
Yeah.
But
if you could pick it, would you want the press man? Would you want a guy?
Yeah.
That's what you would want.
Yep.
You just call him for the challenge.
Because they always, with my size, everybody always underestimate me, think I'm big, slow, can't move, and stuff like that. So I love when people come press me.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it.
And you know where you're going, and they don't. It's always I always think it's tougher for the defensive back. You know?
Definitely.
Can't wait to see it. Isaiah Winstead joining us. Appreciate the time, Isaiah. We'll talk to you again next Monday, and we'll finally be in game week.
Game week, ECU versus NC State. I know you're kind of newer to the program. Are you familiar with that rivalry?
Yeah, now the way everybody talk about it, but before I came to ECU, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, be a pretty big deal here, September 3rd. So
yeah, definitely.
What a entrance for you into the Pirate Nation to start your career with this game here in Greenville. So it'll be pretty special. I think y'all really gonna enjoy it.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it. Isaiah, appreciate it, man. Talk to you next week.
Seeing you.
That is it for the Delcor Players Lounge here on a Monday. Give Delcor a call, 321-8868. Visit delcorinc.com. Thanks to all the guys coming in today. Holton Ahlers, Rajay Harris, Xavier Smith, Miles Berry, Jeremy Lewis, Ryan Jones, Keaton Mitchell, and Isaiah Winstead. We'll be back with you Tuesday, 3 o'clock for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew here, I'm Clip Brock. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio